Oh, yes, and welcome. It's time for another Angels of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes stream. Our all-female stream is back for another live show, and tonight we are down with Star Wars weapons, faction fangirls. We have Jedi Training Ray mass unlocks, if we can get our screen sharing to work, modding Magma Trooper, Scottish smack talk. Ouchie, are you excited about that one?
You know it.
Story time with Ouchie Dumpling. Zeta, how do you say this, tits? Regerts?
Regerts.
No
regerts.
Regerts.
But we have Zeta regerts.
We have Zeta regerts and reveals for the upcoming RSG suicide prevention charity stream and more. So yes, go to Twitter. Are we still taking questions on Twitter? We're gonna. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
You have to skedaddle over there. It's Reality Skewed Gamers. Type in reality and then SKWDGMRS. And you can ask us any questions that you like. And we'll answer whatever the heck we want to. So here we go. Let's go around and say hello. I'm T Money G. I'm from the Guild Wolf Pack and the League of Extraordinary Nerf Herders, and a grateful regular on RSG streams and so forth, including RSG Mature. And yes, and then of course the lovely Tits McVenom, who's the part of the inner posse. Take it, Tits.
Inner posse. Regulators mount up. I am Tits McVenom. I'm part of the RSG crew. I am also in the Guild Frozen and Carbonite. Let's see. What was I looking at right here? Oh, I was talking about the Twitter question. You guys, make sure you go to Twitter and put your question in there. But anybody that is watching the stream right now and you're in chat, we also have a Nightbot that's going to scoop up some questions, and we're going to have one of the ladies ask those out. So if you have questions, please put, I think it's a Q question, capital Q question with the two dots. Put it in that form so that Nightbot can recognize it, and we will get to those at the end of the stream.
Have we got a global consensus on the double dot? Because I personally don't know if that is a colon or a semicolon.
I call it a colon.
It's colon.
Yeah. It's colon. All right. I guess semi.
I like how you say it's consensus, like we can just vote on it. Like, I think it's already there.
We are the Angels of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, so I kind of feel invincible when we're all together. Do anything we want.
Pretty much. You should have heard before the stream started. I'm just like, man, just make this happen. I don't know what you need to do. Just quit.
Yeah, shout out to Finn, who is our DJ tonight, before we forget. Thank you, Finn.
Thank you, Finn.
Yeah.
Thank you, Finn.
You're allowed to speak just this one time, Finn.
I don't even think he has a mic set up. Oh, okay. Yeah, he doesn't even have the mic set up, so it's not even like there, but we can hear him, but they can hear him.
We could just pretend like he's telling us the funniest jokes ever.
Oh,
Yes.
Finn.
Finn, you're hilarious.
Before we introduce
No, not always.
Before we introduce all the angels, I wanted to give a shout out to Grande, because he was going to try to host the stream in the background for us, but we had some, of course, RSG technical difficulties, which is pretty normal for us. And so he's just kind of sitting and watching, but Grande did put the angels together. He's the one who started us and got us all together. We were all very cozy in our own little tribes and don't explore much out into this world of scary gaming and Discord. But he reached out, got a bunch of the girls together in a safe spot, and now it's like exploded. How many girls do we have in the angel stream now? Like,
well over 100.
Well over 100.
Yeah.
And it's such a great community. So shout out to Grande for doing that. He's always uplifting. He's always encouraging. And we really appreciate that. So even though he can't be on, we appreciate him being in the background and trying. Okay, so let's introduce the other ladies. Ouchie?
Yes.
Give us your deets, lady.
Well, I am a guild leader in Get Your Sith Together, otherwise known as GIST.
Best name.
And we're right about ready to maybe start thinking about doing that heroic Sith. So we're still trying to mull that over. We've got some empty spots, so we're trying to figure out what to do with that. And you can usually hear me on the mature streams on Saturday nights. If even if my kids are around, they'll just be on laughing uncontrollably, like my one was last week. At 2 o'clock in the morning.
Let them go to sleep.
I know. I'm a terrible mom. That's it. I actually am ashamed because I did not hold my Rage AT unlocking, aka Hormuffin unlocking, because I wanted to use her in TW. So I'm sorry. I'm not a team player. I'm sorry.
Ouchie. No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Dana and I think, are the only ones that held out unlocking her. And now, like, we're trying to figure out how to stream that on the day. But we'll make something work. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Fire. It'll be fine.
Everything is awesome. Oh,
yeah.
Are we allowed to sing? That was so like the original. We might get a copyright strike for it.
Dana. Dana, Descent.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, sweetie.
I am a guild leader for Empire Vanguard, and I'm also an admiral in the Empire Alliance. I've been playing since February of 16, and I love guns. Gun fanatic. If y'all didn't know.
What's your official? What did you land on, Dana? What's your official title?
Yeah, T helped me with some titles earlier. My new title is Blaster Babe.
Blaster.
Ooh,
love it.
Blaster Babe.
You know, I used to roller derby with a girl named Double Barrel Barbie. I could see that too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I instantly had a crush on her.
Double Barrel. No, was it Double Barrel Barbie or Bambi? I can't remember, but it was super cute. She was super hot too. Dana, that's awesome.
Dana is going to tonight. She's going to do a little piece on, as a Canadian, I'm so curious about guns in the US, and then trying to learn more about Star Wars lore. So we've put that together, and Dana's going to do a little piece on guns and Star Wars weapons. So super excited about that.
I just thought we should have Dana every time she comes on. Just say, "Hi, I'm Dana. I like guns." Just like that'd be her whole intro. That's it. Yeah. I like cooking and guns. She also is a very good cook, by the way.
I'm a vegan, and this is not how you talk to me, but this is the only impression I get. I'm Dana, and I'm a vegan, and I eat super healthy food and go on cleanses. Also, I have more guns than you, guaranteed. Also, knives.
Totally meeting up at her house with the zombie apocalypse there. Definitely, she's stacked. Okay, who's next? Who do we have on?
Lady Undane.
Lady Undane, who was just yelling before the call started, before the stream started. Undane was yelling. I mean, in what language was that, Undane?
Russian.
She was cussing at her phone in Russian because she was doing a Sith raid, I think.
Yeah. I'm still doing it.
So be prepared. There are going to be outbursts all through the stream.
There will be
something happens in the Sith raid.
Well, I'm almost done here.
Do you want us to skip you, or do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
No. Okay. My name is Lady Undane, but that's how everyone calls me is Lady. Okay, I gotta stop doing this so I could properly talk. Okay, I can't multitask. I am a guild leader of Planet Warband. We have recently conquered heroic Sith by ourselves without any mercs. We're doing our second Sith raid today, which is what I was yelling at. And the worst part is I'm doing this in the middle of my arena. So I'm like, this run doesn't work. Stop. Go do an arena battle. Wait. I have to wait 7 minutes cooldown. Go back to the... Oh, yeah. So anyway, and then on top of that, my daughter is not sleeping since we didn't start this. We normally do RSG streaming at night when everyone's asleep. So it's been... Anyway. So, what else do I want to say? I don't know. That's pretty much it. The only streams I've done was either the Angel stream or the RSG. That's it. I'm not like T-Money. Who's like in every single stream.
I'm omnipotent.
You are everywhere.
That was a scary voice to say that in.
Dun, dun, dun.
Who else do we have in here? I know we had somebody else in here. Let's see.
We have some women coming, but is there anybody else in Skype?
Oh, that's it right now. Rain Day. Oh, Rain Day. I
yeah.
almost forgot about Rain Day. I'm sorry, baby.
Are you there, Randy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yay!
Yay!
How could
Give
you
us your
forget about
details,
it?
Rain Day.
Rain Day, I've been playing since June of 2016, so a little while. And I'm the guild leader of the ORJ. We had our name renamed for us. So
What was your original name? Let's tell everybody loud and clear.
our original name was the Outer Rim Job.
It always makes me snort giggle when I hear that name.
So yeah, we officially got renamed, so we're good.
I don't think that there are, those like three little words that bring so much joy. For me,
I know. I love
this
that
outer
name.
rim job. This is so blissful. I love it.
Yeah, so guild lead there, pretty awesome guild. And yeah, that's about it.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I might. The other person that we have is Keyboard. She's joining us, but I think I might have added her old account because she's in chat yelling, "Why am I not in the chat? Can somebody get Keyboard's digits for me? Maybe Grim, somebody in chat, help me out here and send me something." Because she's definitely part of the Angels, a very key part of the Angels, and we love to hear her voice. She's got the best accent ever, really.
But our panda too.
Yeah,
No,
Panda. So yeah, we've still got some girls. It's Friday, work week. Everybody getting home, getting settled. So everybody's going to be popping on hopefully in a little bit. We also have Daisy in the chat who she couldn't be on. She had to work. Some things came up, but she's an awesome angel of Swgoh. Just love her. So she's in the chat. So shout out to her as well.
Just a little reflection. Like there's a I know, Tits, you've been a guild leader before in a different game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's kind of rare to find a woman in the Angel server who's not like a leader or an officer, like doing a bunch of stuff, like it's cool. Like we come into this game, there's I think 3% women in the game, but I bet you there's more than 3%. Like,
oh yeah.
Well, maybe there's not more than 3% women leaders of guilds, but it's yeah. I think we like to come in and be part of the community. It's a big part. That's a big part of it for me, anyway.
I can tell you that in my alliance, we have 10 guilds, and 3 of them are run by women.
I was surprised by how many leaders there are in Angels. I mean, like, I know that women tend to be perceived as bossy, but I don't think it's bossy. I think it's just leadership skills. We know how to get things done. So, that's what I like to think anyway. But I was still surprised. I was still surprised to see so many, though. Like, you're right, T. Like, I would say at least 50% of the women, or what I've noticed, are guild leaders in Angel server.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
And that could be maybe it's like that's how we're finding people. Like it's like, oh, my guild leaders, and they like, I don't know, maybe they're more connected because like 50 or 49 people will know that their guild leader's a woman, but you might not know that some of your guild mates are women. I know there's lots of people who just are kind of on the DL and but if you're a guild leader, you can't really be on the DL. Not very much.
True. Guess who just joined? Keyboard, the Planet Eater.
Yay!
Yay! Say hi, Keyboard. Give us your details.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
I'm Keyboard.
Yay.
So give us your alliance, your guild name, and tell us a little bit just quickly about yourself.
My name is Ghost of Dagobah at the moment. And I'm just a member.
I feel you, girl. I'm just a member too, and I'm loving it. Love it. Loving it. Okay. Keyboard is pretty quiet. We're going to try to get her out of her shell. She is a woman of few but sage words. But Keyboard, how do you feel about scooping up the questions at the end and reading them off since you have the best accent?
I don't think I would be able to do that. Is that not what Nightbot does?
Well, the Nightbot, we'll post the questions in Skype so you can read them off. The Nightbot really can't read them for us.
All right.
All right. Yes. Okay. Perfect. That's my evil plan to get Keyboard more active and talking.
I don't know. I hope we've talked to you about this, Keyboard, but the segment that I'm personally most excited about is Smack Talk Like a Scot.
I'm so excited.
And maybe like we can continue that on the mature stream, because I'm sure that there's some stuff that's potty mouth that we shouldn't say on here, but I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, a lot of it actually is.
A lot of it's potty talk.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could kind of like substitute like fudge.
You could say the word porg.
Or barnacles and stuff for bad words.
Barnacles.
Or
Barnacles. Blimey. That's Irish, isn't it? Never mind.
Yeah.
It is Irish. Where's that Google Doc note, T-Money? I'm looking everywhere for it.
The Google Doc, I pasted it in the
Oh my
Skype.
gosh, it's right there in my face. Okay,
you got it?
yep, right there in my face. Okay. So first up, have we introduced everybody? I'm sorry, my dog Trigger's like just going crazy right now.
Hi, dog.
Hey, dog. So first up, what are we going to do first? We're going to do Star Wars weapons with Dana Descent, which I'm personally really excited about as well. So Finn in the background. Finn, can you get that going for us?
Dead air.
You got it? Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting that Finn can't, is not.
Finn can't talk.
That was mic hooked up.
They just
Look,
can't.
Mine said puppies. We should show puppies to help get Keyboard talking.
Oh,
she
yes.
does. Or food. Planet eater.
Goggies. No, what do you call them, Keyboard? I can't remember.
Is it not that doggo thing that I say a lot, is it?
Dogga. Yes, dogga.
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 Is it dogga or doggo?
Doggo.
Oh, doggo.
Doggo.
I'm partial to Goggy, but
Ben, how are we doing on that? Okay. Take it away, Jana.
Okay. So, this is probably one of the most iconic, well-known, and highly talked about weapons in Star Wars. And I figured it would be a good place to start. I'm going to give everyone a hint by reading a quote. I want to see how many people can figure it out. All right, so here's the quote. Pokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side, kid. Okay, so I know that may have been a little easy, and hopefully all of you guessed it. And if you didn't, you may want to take a look at your knowledge of the Star Wars universe. That's really easy.
Yeah, let's see who figures that one out. Don't use Google. Google is
Gina
cheating.
just spanked the chat for those that didn't understand.
She did.
Need the translation.
Just gave you the bestiest snapback there.
Yeah, they won't be that easy in the future. So, okay. So this week or this time, I'm not sure how often I'm going to be doing this, but I'll be talking about the DL-44 Heavy Blaster Pistol. So this gun is based off.
Repeat that for me really quick, loud,
Sure.
loudly.
Okay. So this week I'll be talking about the DL-44 Heavy Blaster Pistol. This gun is based off of and is essentially a heavily modified version of the German Mauser C96 pistol. And the Mauser was produced from 1896 to 1937 and used in both World Wars. The main differences on the DL-44 are, 1, the introduction of a scope, and 2, the addition of a flash hider that didn't really hide the flash very well. So the scope is based off of a, and I may butcher this name, but it's based off of a Hensoldt, Wetzler, and Zeil dialith scope that dates back to World War II and was used on the Mauser KAR 98K bolt action rifle. And then the flash hider is based off of the muzzle from a plane-mounted machine gun, the MG-81, which was also made by Mauser and also used during World War II. There is also a cooling vent on the front of the magazine that came from a model airplane. All right.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I had no idea about this stuff before I started researching it. So I had fun looking stuff up, and now I know a little bit more. That's pretty cool.
Do you have this written out somewhere too, so we can post it like in the Discord? Because that would be cool to like reference back to.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I sent the pictures to fit. It's like at my actual handwriting, and so it might be difficult to read, but you can definitely use it. That's fine.
That'd be cool. That'd be awesome to see. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, that's okay.
That was just interesting.
Okay, so in the Star Wars universe, this weapon was created by a company called Blastech and was seen in use as early as 33 BBY. And for those who don't know what BBY stands for, it stands for Before the Battle of Yavin. And the Battle of Yavin is also known as the Battle of the Death Star. And if you don't know what and when the Battle of the Death Star is, then we can't be friends. I'm sorry.
Burn number 2.
I love that graphic too that's up right now. It's really cool.
Yagudu.
So,
Undane, mute yourself, Undane. Go ahead.
I can't control when my daughter comes to me.
Go ahead, Dana.
The DL-44 is considered to be one of the most powerful blaster pistols in the galaxy. It's capable of delivering massive amounts of damage at a close range. It's highly modifiable and extremely accurate. So I would say this baby packs a punch. Because of this, the DL-44 is a prime choice among groups like bounty hunters, smugglers, and the rebellion. And we all should know that this weapon was a favorite of Han Solo's. The blaster could penetrate stormtrooper armor, and contrary to what we may have seen, their armor was pretty tough, from what I read. Obviously, the Empire wasn't too fond of this fact, and they tried to get rid of the blasters by putting a restriction order on this model, essentially restricting and outlawing the purchase and ownership of the gun. And because the weapon was outlawed, other companies took advantage of this fact and released similar but toned-down versions of the DL-44. However, nothing they made compared to how badass the original is.
So cool.
Pew pew. Yeah,
Dana, that was
Can you burn chat one more time though?
pretty awesome.
Yeah, I got more.
Yeah, very nice job.
Oh, there's more. Keep
There's
going.
more. Yeah. Despite the ban, people still owned and used the blaster. Han's weapon was deemed illegal because he removed the barrel sight, and this is what facilitated his fast draw. So Han totally shot first. This weapon was also popular with members of the Rebel Alliance, including Luke Skywalker, during the Battle of Hoth. And outside of the Star Wars universe, the weapon is popular still to this day. Cosplayers and fans are making their own versions of the weapon, along with using their own modifications, which I didn't have a lot of images for this, but when I was looking it up, I found so many places that are doing like all different kinds of versions of this blaster. selling them all over the place and people that are just making them for themselves. But the thing that was most interesting to me that I thought was, the image that's up now. Some old man made that. It's a functioning blaster. It fires bullets, but it's awesome. Yeah. Yep.
Wow, that's what you should do, Dana. You should start making these weapons and selling them like Loki does with his lightsabers. That would be so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to sum it up real quick. So what did we learn today? Han Solo is a badass dude who carried a badass weapon that was based off of some older real-life weapons. The DL-44 was highly sought after and could penetrate stormtrooper armor. This made the Empire really angry, and they tried to ban them. Han Solo didn't care, and neither did the rebels who used the blasters. And this weapon is so dang cool, people have been imitating it in real life, just as they did in the Star Wars universe. So, Han shot first. So for my weapons thing, Grim helped me create something. It's a scale for rating weapons that I'm going to use. And it's my own scale. And so it really doesn't, it's not like, it's just based off of what I think about the weapons overall, how awesome they are. So Finn, if you could, yeah, there it is. I gave this a 5 out of 5.
Nice. Is this Dana's? Oh my goodness. The Blaster Babes badass scale of badass. Dude, that's so awesome. That is so awesome, Dana. I like it. So you're giving this one a 5. So is that the max? 5 out of 5?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Dana, you did a great job. I'm pretty surprised. I did not realize it was going to be that in-depth. I thought you were just going to say, this weapon's pretty cool. This is why.
Yeah, I'm going to be slinging that knowledge all over the place. Like,
I am
did
too.
you not know that Han removed the sight from his blaster so that he could draw more quickly?
Yeah.
Really?
That's why
you didn't know that?
Yep.
That'll be the thing that we drop. Like, we'll drop this knowledge when, the guys that always want to question you about your Star Wars knowledge because, only a true fan knows this, and this about Star Wars. You could just kind of snap back at them with this. I love it. Great job, Dana.
Thanks.
I'm excited to see more. Like, you're going to release one every so often? Like,
Yeah, whenever, like, I don't know if we'll do them on, like, Saturday nights or whenever I'll be on, but if it's, like, every 2 weeks, I'll definitely get another weapon ready.
That's great. Everybody in the chat's like, Dana, that was awesome. The info was unreal. That was a great job.
Yay.
Okay, anybody have any questions about that at all from the panel? No.
What gun do you have there, Dana?
What's that?
Is that a real gun you're holding?
Yeah. I think that's the 19. The suppressed 19.
With the silencer on it,
but it looks cool.
Yeah.
I think I questioned in Angel's chat once, like, why would you need a silencer? Isn't that to go and murder someone that you like and not get caught? And it's like, no, if someone breaks into my house, I'm not going to put my, my protective, ear guards, whatever they're called, on. It's makes sense.
You don't even think about that. Like, I wouldn't think about that. I just
how loud
myself.
It would be if you ever had to shoot. And yep.
That makes sense.
Oh, I'm being corrected. My husband just texted me. It's a 17 in that picture. A Glock 17.
Who's your husband? Is your husband in chat?
Peanut gallery there.
He must be because he's been listening, I guess, to correct me.
Oh, he's gonna get in so much trouble later.
No, I'm glad he corrected me.
Good job, hubby. You're getting on the couch tonight.
Are they okay? Are they actually illegal? Are suppressors illegal?
No, they're not illegal. You need no, you don't have to be military or a dealer either. We're not. My husband is ex-military, but you need to fill out a form. I think is it tax stamp that you have to get for them, and I'm waiting for my husband to correct me again if I'm saying this wrong.
That's hilarious. That's cool. All right. Well, thank you so much, Dana, for that. That was pretty fun. I'm excited to see the
thank
next
you.
one.
That was really nice.
And you couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You did a fantastic job. Like, really.
Oh, thanks.
I think berating the chat might have put you at ease.
A little bit. Yeah. So my husband just told me it's a $200 tax stamp from the ATF, the Form 4, and they're not illegal to buy or own. But you have to get a tax stamp in order to have one.
Hey, we got a $10 donation from Darth Bob. He said, "Thanks, ladies, for a great show so far." Aww.
Aww.
Oh, thank you, Darth Bob.
He's so sweet.
Did we get a sponsor earlier too? Was there a sponsor?
did.
That
Mine.
Yes.
Yeah, there was.
I didn't know what that was up at the top there.
Oh, who
That
was the
was mine.
sponsor?
My did it.
Hi, thank you so much. I wish she could be on. She's awesome. She's a fun chick.
Oh, and then Vigilant Sentinel gave a $2. What's up, RSG?
Oh, I didn't see that either. Man, I'm terrible at co-hosting. I just like to show up and like chat. I'm just terrible with this. T, come on. Be on it.
I know.
Show, lady.
What's the pretty green color at the top? I don't know.
And sometimes it's yellow, and sometimes it's aqua.
Thank you, Vigilante did that. The $2 one?
Vigilant. I can't remember. A Sentinel. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate it. Wanted to make sure that you guys know that for questions, make sure you put your questions in the form of question with a colon so that Nightbot can pick it up, and we'll try to get Keyboard to read them for us later. So questions, guys, so we can get that accent. Next up.
Can we, before we go on, tips?
Yeah, go.
I'm just wondering if we can do like a little pitch for the charity stream on coming on. Is it next? Not this coming Sunday, but the next one after that, or?
Yep.
24th.
Yeah. Go for it.
No, you go. Go with
Me
it.
go? Well, okay,
Yeah.
you go. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, RSG is holding a charity stream for one of the national suicide prevention organizations in the States this coming Sunday. And there's going to be a whole bunch of VIPs coming on. They're hustling, getting some YouTubers, and it's going to be 12 hours of just community fun. There's probably a link in the description to PayPal. You can go ahead and where is it? We'll find that and post it. But we're looking for people to donate some cashola. So save your pennies, budget your crystals, and donate that money to a great organization instead 2 Sundays from now.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun stuff for that day. It's going to be how long? 12 hours. Is it 10 or 12 hours?
12 hours.
12 hours. We're going to be streaming. And the Angels are going to have a special appearance there too. So we may jump on for an hour. We may just kind of jump on for a few hours. We're going to try to do some fun stuff during that time that we're on. So it's going to be a fun day. I mean, so just kind of pop in here and there when you can and help support a really, really good cause.
And we have some things, I don't know if they're being auctioned or what's actually happening. I'm putting together a T-Money care package. And there's going to be an option for baking or no baking in I don't know if we're going to do bids or just like a donation and exchange thing. If people trust my baking, then I'm happy to bake some cookies and some loaves and some cool stuff. And then I'm going to put some Star Wars stuff in there as well. And Dana is, what are you doing, Dana?
Yeah, I am going to dye my hair, whatever color.
Oh, that's right. We have a survey.
And do you have the results so we can announce them? So he said he was going to let me know I guess all week the VIPs have been voting on the colors and had to get it down to 3. So during the charity stream, people can vote on the colors that I'm going to dye my hair. And then whichever one out of the 3 wins, then the one I'll do. And I haven't dyed my hair for like a year and a half. It is black and gray. And so, yeah, I'm excited
It should
and
be
nervous.
fun.
Finn just posted the colors in chat in Skype.
Oh god.
Let me see. Oh my gosh.
As you guys are looking, we just got a $2 donation from Vigilant Sentinel. He says, "It's all good. We came for the angels."
Aw.
Aw, thank you, Vigilant.
Vigilant Sentinel.
Sentinel.
I love that
Sentinel.
name. I love looking at the name, and saying it is very difficult. And
Yeah,
so
saying it's
also
difficult,
fun.
but
It's fun.
It's aesthetically pleasing to look at, though.
It really is.
Vigilant Sentinel. Great name. Thank you. Dana, you want to tell us what the colors are going to be?
Yep. All right. So the colors you can choose from are red, blue, and purple.
Ooh.
I voted for blue. Just saying.
Purple.
I voted. Didn't we get to vote for more than one?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you were allowed to
I think it
vote
was
for 3 or 4.
pink, blue, something. And Finn has posted in chat as well. It's the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
Mm-hmm.
Is who the fundraiser is for. So
Excited. It'll be a good stream, I think. So everybody try to pop in when you can. So do we want to move on, T?
yeah.
We don't really have anything like set down for the next segment. We're just kind of winging this one. This one is.
I'm a little nervous about this one. Well, Rain
fine.
Day and I are gonna do. Are we gonna do the back and forthy thing
Rain Day and you?
for the stuff people say?
Oh no, this is we were gonna do the faction fangirls, wasn't it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let's see what's up next. Hold on, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I am wrong. I'm totally wrong. Yeah, you're right. We're doing the back and forth between you and Rain Day. Go ahead and introduce it. Do it.
Rain Day, do you want to go? Go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
Rock, paper, scissors. Wizard Spa.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I'm trying to find that link in the chat that I posted before.
Just so you guys know, Ranger is voting for red. He says, "Join the gingers."
Sanely will like that.
Oh, the Darth Vader says it's not ginger if it comes from the bottle.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy, says the guys. I love how they're discussing dyeing the hair. They should dye their hair. Oh boy. I'll keep an eye on the chat since you guys are doing all these segments and stuff.
I'm just looking for that link. Oh, here it is. Okay. So so sometimes in chat, openly, not in PMs, maybe in PMs, but I don't know. We had this idea to, I don't know whose idea it was. We didn't have it. Somebody had it. Just one second.
Good quality streaming right here. You guys are in for such a treat.
Sorry about that, 7-year-old. Good guy. So somebody had the idea to read off things that guys say to women in chat that are a little bit weird. And then I we were kind of thinking about that, and I was like, yeah, we could do that. And then I was like, let's take it one step further and kind of express what we could say if you're a guy or a girl who's like not okay with whatever was just said. So this is like a little bit of an educational segment on how to maybe pest control. Let's call it pest control.
Hey, can we preface this by saying that? It's so funny. Can we preface this by saying the things that we're going to bring up here is the minority. most people in this game, dudes in general, are so cool and chill and just fun guys. So like the things that they're going to talk about is usually from the minority that just may not realize that they're saying what they're saying. So I didn't want them to feel like we're bashing anybody.
Absolutely. And I mean, I think it's a testament, is that the right word, to the type of players that this game attracts, that there are so many women leaders. Like everybody knows that I'm a woman before they come to to play in the wolf pack, right? And so if they're real pieces of work, they would not be there, right? And so yeah, I love this. I love this community, and this community is 97% men, and yeah, and I love being a special little chick in the community. It's a lot of fun.
That's a good point. It's a very good. It shows how good the environment is that so many women like playing it and like to lead guilds. Because I mean, they wouldn't if everybody was jerks about things. So it's a good point.
Okay, so we haven't practiced this. Rainday, do you have the list in front of you?
Is this the one that's in the pinned messages?
It is.
Yeah, I've got that.
Okay, so Rainday is going to read them out, and then I'm going to reply from a list of practical suggestions and examples of way to take positive action in a pirate voice. Hold on.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Awesome.
Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. Looks like you need a one-on-one lesson for how to use your team properly. I'll DM you later tonight.
Arr, nobody likes hearing that. Remember, these are public comments. Was
that the whole response?
That's the whole response. Arr, no one likes hearing that.
So if somebody says that to us, we should just say, "Hey, nobody likes hearing that."
Yeah.
Behave yourself. I usually
That's
add
a strange thing to say. Nobody likes hearing that.
I don't know.
Like sometimes it's like, I don't know. Like I don't want to be rescued, right? Like I don't want someone to come in and rescue me. But if someone is like saying something ridiculous and it's like, whoa, I definitely appreciate someone being like, yeah, T-Money said that's not okay. I'm totally not okay with that either. Like it's nice for people, it's nice for people to have your back and to know that,
Yeah.
not all.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. So this is what somebody else should kind of like step in to protect the environment. Is that what you mean?
Exactly.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
I got it. This is how we respond to them ourselves. I was like, I would give him like a real piece of my mind. I'd be like, no, my DMs are for douchebags, no zones. Like, what are you talking about?
The term is like male ally, right? It's like a guy who's like, wants to help and is like not totally sure how to. These are some things that you can
I love it. Good job. Guys, listen up. This is what you should
There we go.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, go back on your meds and stop being crazy.
Arr, is it just me or does everyone here think that's how to line?
I don't know why, but it sounds so much more ridiculous when you say it in Pirates.
You don't know why?
I mean, I do know why. Yeah, go ahead. Rainday, go loud next time. I like to hear your voice.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I sure can.
Oh, okay. The next one is just plastic boobs.
Arr, I don't get it. What does that mean?
I think this was who suggested this one?
So that was mine. Someone said that to me.
Someone said that to her, actually.
And that was
Yes.
like public in a public chat, Dana?
Yeah, it was in the in-game chat. Yep.
Yeah,
Nice.
like, why? Why would you even say that? Awful.
What in the world?
What's that? Ouchie.
That was me.
Oh,
Oh, me? What?
no,
Is
it
that a
wasn't
cat
you.
or something?
No, it was not me.
Is
I'm in
that
a
a cat
quiet
or
room.
something?
My phone beeped.
And
Alright,
there's
you
a
ready?
TV in the background.
Alright, sounds like a cat a wee bit.
Yeah, I think Ondane's got the TV on.
Ondane.
She muted herself.
Okay. Go ahead. Rain Day. Next one.
Alright. Is it that time of the month?
I hear this one so much.
Arr!
Someone actually
Did
got.
I just use this one?
Yeah.
Oh no. How do you reckon your girlfriend, sister, or mother would feel if you say stuff like that?
I have a feeling I'm going to hear like one of the guys in the guild like just repeat these verbatim with an arg behind him.
Maybe I'll post the link. So there's kind of there's different kind of sections. That was under the one like make the connection between the comment and the person's own experience, right? There's like ask a question that makes them rethink their statement.
Oh my gosh.
I don't get it. What does that mean?
Alright.
Joe Blow just said no one likes to hear that. R.
Yeah. Arr, no one likes to hear that.
That's my favorite. Okay.
Alright, my screensaver loaded. No. You only got into that field because you're a chick.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Do you know that was mine because one of my trolls said that in stream? They're so mean sometimes. Publicly.
Arr, yeah, I'm not sure we'd all agree with you there.
I like that these
That's the best
responses are
one.
super simple and just like one line, like no explanation, just boom.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I really like that one. I think that's one that just tuck that in your back pocket. Useful in like all sorts of situations. Someone says something racist or sexist or homophobic, and it's just like, yeah, I'm not sure we'd all agree with you there. You know, it's like
I like that one actually.
it's not super like judgy of them, but it's just like, yeah, you know, you're not speaking for the whole deal.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Did someone teach you space PvP? Because girls aren't good pilots.
Someone actually said that too?
That was I think it was somebody who was the B road check. The general. Wasn't it her?
Oh my god.
Yeah, someone told her that.
SMH.
What was that?
SMH. Shake my head.
SMH.
That's
Scooby.
I can't just you trying to say SMH and a pirate. It's really hard. I mean, I'm sure that's talent, T. That's talent.
That was the hardest one to say.
Alright, this is the last one. Oh, you're a girl player? Prove it. Pics or lies?
Yeah. Oh, I got that.
So
I
many
got
times hear that.
Oh my god.
How do you think that makes her feel? It's and I'm going to add on to that. That's pretty offensive if you think about it.
Oh my gosh.
Double whammy. It's a right hook and a left hook.
Oh,
Can we get all those like responses maybe just like copied somewhere so we can just use them randomly in the chat, like on all the streams?
We could try, if someone out there, I don't know if any of these women or if one of the guys out there is particularly like a computer programmer, maybe we can just make a Discord bot. Alert! If you see if the words plastic boobs come up, please automatically answer. is it just me, or does everyone here think that's out of line?
That would actually be easy. You can program commands in, so like somebody sees that and could just just do the command to pull up the bot with a response.
You know what? You could do that picture with the Game of Thrones lady with the bell for the shame. You know, every
Shame.
time shame on you for being an egotistical asshole. Shame.
I like it. That's fun.
Totally do that. The shame. Or when they ask for a picture of your boobs, send them a picture of those the booby birds. Here.
I do that a lot. Yeah.
Do you have to do that a lot?
Yeah.
Well, my name's Tits McVenom. I mean, it's kind of a thing. Like, people think that I'm a dude playing as a girl. You know, because who would name themselves Tits McVenom? It's pretty common. And what I do, I usually will load up a picture that it's like a really hot lady, and you can tell she's hot, but it's like pictures that stops like right at her shoulders, and like it goes from her chin to her shoulders, and then it looks like it's still loading, but it will never load. So it's usually like, yeah, just wait for it. It'll load eventually. There you go. All right, well, that was awkward to stop on. Let's see. So anybody else have any comments on those? Like any extra ones that we left out that T could kind of improvise a response with?
I had a guy ask me if I were to show my boobs or whatever, he'd give me a vault.
What?
I'm like,
give me a vault first, and then we'll talk about
I would have.
and that's what I told him. I told him you give me a vault, and maybe we'll talk.
You know what? That's not even offensive. That's just sad. Like,
that's
like
bad.
If you were that desperate to see them, that you will pay $100 for some random on the internet to see them. I mean, like, there's scam girls. Go pay them $100.
Although it nicer than just asking for it for free. I don't know what I'm more offended by.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's true.
Like, that someone would want to.
Like, why don't you try to earn it first, buddy? Dude.
So would just like.
Nobody earns a picture of.
Well, at least fake some interest in me. Like, ask me what my favorite color is and my favorite character.
No, I would. I just flat out told him, I'm like, no, unacceptable. Like, and blah.
Yeah, no. It's easy. It's like, to me, it's just easy. Just block. Block is such a magical button. Like, it's so. I see all of this time these girls complaining a lot in their servers about someone, you know, like they just keep making these nasty comments to you. Block them, because you responding constantly to them just feeds they get off on that response and that attention they get from you. So sometimes it's just better to block them and ignore.
And I just need to say, for all of our wonderful, lovely men in chat, asking someone what their favorite color is probably not a way to get, you know.
You're not going to get them that way.
You're not. Just to clarify.
but you know what? Like, I like how that again. Guys are, you know, there is the occasional bad apples or whatever, but majority of the guys here are awesome, and
they're so awesome,
I like
really.
They're so awesome. But if there are guys who will occasionally step out of line, like I had a player who posted early, and he's like, and somebody made a comment, "Oh, you are in trouble now. Undane's gonna whip you." And I look at them and I'm like, if there's a guy who ever says anything about a girl like they want to be whipped, I ask him, why are you asking me? Go ask your wives and girlfriends to do it for you. Don't ask me if you want to be whipped. You've got wives and girlfriends. Go ask them. Nobody asked me that since then.
Most of them are all like my guild. They're just super fun guys, and it's all in jest and fun. I think some people just don't realize that line is there. It's fun, until you step over the line, but they don't even realize that they do it. So like what T was saying, those responses are a good way to like slightly, not embarrassing way, but to kind of give them the hint that you might have crossed that line. So I think that was a good little segment there. T and Rain Day. Good job.
Thank you guys.
Arrgh, nobody wants to hear that.
I like that one.
I'm not sure.
It's still my favorite. It's my favorite. I'm going to use it all the time now. Arrgh.
Yes.
I might even make a GIF for that where I've got my hand covering my eye like an eye patch. I've been into GIF making lately. Okay. What's next?
Can we segue into Scottish naughty phrases since, like, I don't know, pirates, it's kind of maybe sort of more of a Scottish accent than a pirate. I don't know if that's offensive.
They're like completely different, but yeah, that sounds great. Let's go with that. I love it. Keyboard.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us some really not too dirty, like because we can't say like super dirty on there, but like sub in the words that are dirty words for like other words, and give us some good smack talk for Scottish with the Scottish accent.
Yeah, but
That was rambling and didn't make any sense, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Now that I've been put on the spot, my mind sort of went blank.
Wait,
Do you want me
what?
to
Muted.
insult you?
No, I'm not. I thought it was muted, Bear.
Yeah, we gotcha.
She said I thought I was muted. Okay.
So one of my favourite one is your bum's out the window, and that means you're talking nonsense.
Say it now. Say it the first part again for us. You have to like say it really slow for us so we can hear, like try to repeat it.
Your bum's out the window.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Your bum's
Out the window.
out the window. Now you have to try to do it like the accent.
Bums out the window. No.
Okay, say it again.
Okay,
Just
one
say
more
it
time, keyboard.
Yeah, say it again for us.
Your bum's out the window.
Bum's out the window. Was that good? That was kind of bad, wasn't it? Try it. T, you try it.
I need to hear it one more time.
One more
Can you
time.
say-
Keyboard.
Could you say it one more time, pretty please,
Alright,
keyboard?
were you talking to me? My attention sort of went elsewhere.
Oh.
Say it again for us, really loud and clear.
Your bum is out the window.
Your bum is out the window. Your bum is out the window. Oh, it's awful.
The window.
I'm
It's
so
the
sorry.
window because we have to say window, and she says when she says it almost sing-songy. It's beautiful.
That is on my life list to make that a popular
It is.
phrase. In Canada.
Rain Day, Lady
Amazing.
Ondane, ouchie. You guys try it.
Your bum is out the window. I'm terrible.
It's just very straightforward.
Ouchie, do it.
Your bum is out the window.
You actually is better than mine and T. Is definitely better. All right, Rain Day, you want to try?
Your bum is out the window. I don't know what that was. It wasn't right. So, yeah.
Where's Dana? Is Dana still on? She's so quiet right now.
I'm here giggling.
Your bum is out the window.
Oh, man, we're kind of terrible at this. All right, keyboard, give us another one, like really easy. Well, no, give us an easy one. We still want it to sound cool, but like,
Some seen balancing your window. It's out the window.
hmm?
Saw Fallon writing in the chat Your
Yeah.
window is out of the window.
Your window. Oh, is that how you're supposed to say window? Is window?
No, Phelan is saying your window is out the window.
Oh. All right. Do you have another one, keyboard?
Not anything that I could think of right now.
Okay.
Is there?
so-
My heart is saying that there's one about a dog.
what if we just make up some and then you say it in your accent and then we can try to like you look uglier than a dog's butt, but say doggo.
You look uglier than a dog's butt.
It didn't sound very Scottish to me. You might think of something she could say. You're really good with the insults with all those.
I'm just they're
like,
all too naughty.
Oh yeah. So just replace one of the words with like an innocent word.
Okay, so how about something like, I think your cauliflower's on fire. Garden hose.
Your cauliflower is on fire.
Garden hose. That's the dig.
Oh.
See, they don't even sound mean when she says them. They sound just so cute and like nice.
Keyboard,
I
I
need,
found some online.
Ooh,
All
post
right.
it.
Can you say away and boil your head?
Away and boil your head.
Your heat.
Oh,
You
that was
eat
good. Say
boil
that
your
one
heat.
again. Say that one again, keyboard.
Away and boil your head.
Oh yeah, we got this.
Get
I was
lost.
about to say, was that keyboard or T Money? Because it sounded a lot alike.
Do it, tits.
Away and pull your head. I sound like a pirate. I've got the pirate in my It's heed. Right?
Heed. Heed.
And my voice goes low like this, and I don't know why. I can't keep it light and airy like keyboards. Okay, say something else, Dana.
Let's see. Well, some of those have words. I wouldn't I ride her into battle?
I wouldn't ride her into battle.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's it. Definitely do it. Keyword. Loud and clear.
I wouldn't ride her into battle.
I wouldn't ride her into battle.
I wouldn't ride her into battle.
Oh, this is quality content. I don't know who you're talking about. This is quality. Can we do one Braveheart quote, please, for the guys in chat?
Okay. You may take our lives, but you'll never take our freedom.
I need that like as a button I carry around, just like to inspire me. Keyboard saying that. And when the world gets you down. One more time, keyboard.
You may take our lives, but you won't take our freedom.
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 Okay, this is a really stupid question, but Scottish, is there a language or is it just the accent? There's not like Irish, there's a language.
There's actually both.
There's both. Okay. So is it a hard language to learn? Because I kind of want to put it on my bucket list.
I'm not actually sure.
It's Gaelic.
Gaelic?
No, not Gaelic. That's Irish. Gaelic is Scottish.
Gaelic and Gaelic. I did not know that. I didn't know that it had a language as well. Interesting.
And even in just the tiny little bit, I mean, Scotland is pretty big because there's a lot of islands and waterways and such as the more north you go. But actual landmass where people live is very small. But even in that small little area, there's so many different accents and so many different ways of speaking. And even people who live like around Edinburgh sometimes even have trouble understanding the people that live all the way up in the Highlands in the north. It's really quite funny.
Keyboard, can you say you're a wee scunner? What is a scunner?
That means you're... Oh, I wish I could like stop freezing and pausing and everything. I'm a little nervous, I'll admit.
So when someone says, "Oh, you're a wee stunner," so you are. What does that mean? That just means you think you're a big shot. Am I reading it wrong? No, that's not what it means. Never mind. You're a wee. Oh, like a nuisance. It's like a nuisance. So if we called somebody a scunner, then it was okay. It's okay. They're like being a nuisance. I feel like Keyboard is like off in La La Land right now. She's done. She's done with it.
It's because somebody talked about garlic in chat and Keyboard loves to eat.
So we've lost her at this point.
Oh, yep. Garlic.
I was talking about food. You guys, don't do that. You're distracting her. It was Grim and Finn. All right.
Peas in a pod.
All right, T, let's go to the next thing. You want to? I don't even know what the next thing is. Let me see.
Hormuffin unlock. How's that going?
It's not going. Dana, do you have yours?
It said it was too big to send on Discord.
Yeah, I tried videoing mine, and my phone died while I was trying to video it. So this is what had happened was we were trying to do, Dana and I saved the Hormuffins unlock, JTR. We tried to save that to do on stream. Ouchie was supposed to do it with us, but she got impatient. Ouchie needed to use it. She's practical, where Dana and I are not. So we were going to save it for the stream, but we tried to do the Skype screen share, and it is just not working. We're not really sure why, but we may, obviously we can't save it for the 24th stream, but I'm going to try to video it, and we'll maybe put it up for tomorrow. Hey, wait a minute. What is she's still around tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Who is?
JTR. It doesn't end till when does it end?
I don't know.
I don't think it ends we still have tomorrow. I might do it on the Saturday night stream or something like that.
Yeah, it just started yesterday, so it's not going to end.
Oh.
Yeah.
And dear me, dear my, do we have that mythic
Yeah, the
event?
mythic event is starting tomorrow.
Oh. So we
5
might
hours
try
and 50 minutes.
to do it then. I don't know if Dana can wait that long either, because I kind of want to see what she does. I want to play with her a little bit and see how high I can get her geared, but I'll hold off and maybe try to do it tomorrow, or I might just try to video it and post it. So sorry guys, we let you down on that part.
Yeah, I just sent mine. I did record it earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I just sent it to Finn through email, so hopefully he'll get it.
Oh, so if Finn gets that, maybe we'll throw that up and talk a little bit about that. But yeah, and I know if Thane Kyrell was here, he would say that I just didn't want to put it up because I couldn't get her past gear 4 or something like that, because he's constantly picking on me about my gear inability. But yeah, so the JTR thing is on hold. So next topic.
All right, so we have modding Magma. So this is a little. I have a video coming out about this, and I'm very excited about it. But I think what I want to just kind of like give you a little sneak peek of for those who have been kind enough to tune in, be part of a stream tonight, is something that I've recently learned about Magma Trooper. So Magma Trooper has a really neat ability that is kind of the antithesis to Darth Sion. Whenever he gains or resists a debuff, he gets 70% turn meter. And if you put him under Thrawn lead, which has 20% turn meter gain, then Magma is gaining 90% turn meter every time he gains a debuff. Well, every time you damage Sion puts pain onto you, like not me personally, but onto your tune, right? So every time Magma hits Sion in turn puts a pain debuff on him, feeding 90% turn meter to him, and then this cycle continues. And Magma has the an AoE turn meter reduction, and it works really well. So I cannot get it to work at low gear levels if it's not kind of a 5-star Sion modded for damage versus protection. I just can't kill him fast enough. I have geared my Magma Trooper. I used to be a whale. I'm not a whale. I have, I don't know, less than 30 gear 12 tunes, and now one of them with a bayonet and a multi-tool is Magma Trooper. That's how much I like this guy and like this mechanic. So, but the thing is, you do not want Magma Trooper to have pain, because when you have pain, what does Sion do when it's your turn? He taunts, right? And when he taunts, he has 100% tenacity. So when you're trying to reduce his turn meter with your AoE, he has 100% tenacity. So his turn meter is not going to go down all the time. It might, if he's got it, it might be like 1 out of, 4, 6. It's totally undependable. So you need to not have pain on your Magma Trooper to make this work really well. You can use the Thrawn cleanse, but it stops the cycle from kind of working properly. So then what you need to do with Magma Trooper is you mod him with a crap load of tenacity. My Magma, I think right now my Magma's got about 93% tenacity. I kind of changed things around a bit. But it works best if you have like well over 100% tenacity, so that he resists the debuff from Sion, and then you're able to AoE him and control his turn meter. Because Sion's held by hatred is being reduced by 1 every single time he issues pain, and so Magma's just going again and again and again and again, and the first chance he gets, he's going to throw that up, and then you're just completely screwed. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just I love Magma Trooper. Operation Metaverse put out a video about him a couple of weeks ago, and it's got lots of this information in there. But this little piece about tenacity was not in there. It's very, very important. So if you're having trouble with your Magma Trooper, this is probably why. So can I just say I think my Magna is like a level 2 stars. But like, it sounds super, super interesting. Did you think of this? Did you see it somewhere else? Is this like something you guys just discovered in the Wolfpack? What happened? This was, one of my players, Quinn, he sent me a video of Magma loop on this loop with Sion, because it just happens like Magma hits him and 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 hits him, and then maybe somebody gets a turn, and then it goes again and again and again. And we kind of looked around to see, like, has anybody done anything on this? And Arnold's done a ton of stuff on Magma. He loves Empire Tunes, and he's done tons of stuff on Magma, but the loop was never really showcased. So that was really the focus of the video is and I hate calling it a loop because CG says it's going to nerf any loops, but it's not really a loop because it is so difficult to get it to work. You have to really, really know what you're doing, and you have to practice a lot, but it does work. I took out a Traya team in this past Territory Wars, and now that he's gear 12, it's a lot easier. But it's when you're up against these Traya teams are the best teams in the galaxy right now, and you're facing them in Territory Wars because it's some of the best players. Some of the best players in the raids. They've got the best mods because they're placing top in the raids. And so, trying to take them down with like a gear 9, 10, 11 tunes, like you really need to have nice maxed tunes for it to happen dependably. Just hold on, sweetheart. Yeah, I see what you want. Go get a glass. Thank you. But so I'm starting to gear mine up because I want a dependable Traya counter for Territory Wars, and but it's weird to have a gear 12 Magma Trooper.
Yes, but it's just I don't know. It's just cool that you found this loop. I wouldn't really call it is it really a loop though? I mean, I don't think so.
If it was 100%, it would qualify as a loop, but it's 90. So
yeah.
No.
Just cool. Yeah. Like, when are you releasing this video?
So the new video, we've got, Good Old Maria's gave me crap the other day for like saying when videos were coming out when they're not ready. So I'm not going to put a timeline on it, but so very late last night on another one. And then this one's kind of shelved. All the audio is done. I just have to put some clips together and hopefully very soon, hopefully this weekend. But
so bottom line, we mod for what?
For tenacity and potency, and that's the reason to get him to gear 12 is, and this is another of my guildmates told me this, is that the reason that you get him to gear 12 is the multi-tool gives 10% potency and 10% tenacity boost to him. So that kind of relaxes your mods a little bit. Ideally, he will hit hard if you can mod him with a critical damage set. His natural critical chance is super high. It's like 30%. So if you can, he will deal some damage. But if you have to put, 6 mods that are tenacity sets and a tenacity cross or a potency cross and all of this stuff on him, you're not going to get the full benefit out of him. So that's why you go to gear 12, because part of it is you have to take him down so fast, because if you don't, it can get away on you real easy.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll try that next year when I get Magma Trooper up.
Yeah, he's not nice to gear.
Is that Dana or Alchie giggling in the background? It's adorable.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Jay, my guild leader's like, I am heartbroken. I wanted to see a JTR unlock. So I'm gonna try. I'm still trying. I think I might, while we're doing other stuff, while Alchie is doing her story, I might try to log off and log back in and see if I can get the screen share to work. So we'll figure something out. Don't worry.
I have my 7-year-old opening a 2-liter bottle of soda water, so I'm just going to go do that for a little bit. I'll be back.
So next, who was it out of the ladies that was going to do the team splitting for TW? I feel like it was maybe Daisy or someone that couldn't be on tonight. Do you ladies remember? Dana, do you remember?
I sure do not.
I don't remember either.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it was going to be it was one of the ladies that could not make it. So we might save that one. What I'm doing is keeping a spreadsheet and just kind of saving the ones that we couldn't get to tonight so that we could use them on the next stream or maybe for the charity stream. So I'll save that one. We were going to do some team splitting for TW, which I was really kind of excited to hear about because just making more out of the teams that you already have, trying to make a couple more and splitting those up for TW. So we'll try to get that to that in the next stream or maybe on the charity one. And Daisy was also going to do a Sith love stream. She is a huge Sith lover. And she was going to give us a little bit of Sith insight on her team that she has. Again, she had to work. We had a issue with that. So maybe next one we'll get to that one. Do we want to talk about factions? Ladies, do you guys have specific factions that you go into all the time that you're like faction fangirls for?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I
All
still
right.
use Night Sisters in Arena.
So how is that working for you with the new meta? It's not even new anymore.
Well, my shard was a little lazy. I know I'm in a November 2015 shard. So most of those guys, are always at the forefront of having, whatever. There's definitely some whales in there too. But for whatever reason, they were really slow on the Traya unlocks. Might be because some of them are playing Marvel Strike Force a lot. And they're all in a alliance together in MSF, so I don't know. But now
is your
there's
shard old? How old is your shard?
Yeah, it's a startup. It's an original from the beginning.
Oh.
Shard. Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know. But they just started
you're in
putting them
Jay's
in.
shard, aren't you? Aren't you with my guild leader, Skinny Jay?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, wow. That is old
Now we've
shard.
got about maybe, I don't know. I haven't been looking. We might have maybe 6 now.
Wow.
But there's a lot of people that still run Ray and CLS, so I just usually hop on them. And some of the newer things that are coming out about, how to counter Traya, have rebels, and the one video I think I just saw has like rebels and Jedi, and I'm like, yeah, please bring them.
Bring it on.
Use them, and I will kill you with the Night Sisters. I don't ever need to fight Traya. I have fought the Traya teams. If they're poorly modded, I can do it. If they're not, it's like a 50-50 shot. But I do run a Rex Wampa with Nest team too sometimes. But still, it's like a 50-50 shot. I just try to avoid them.
Gotcha. I'm still working on my Night Sisters. Like, I'm almost to 7-starring Talzin and Zombie. So I enjoy playing the old Night Sisters, like the OG ones. So, I mean, I'm sure I'll love playing the newer ones. And I love playing them in TW. I can still use them in TW at the star level they're at. They're a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. They are by far my favorite out of everything that's ever come out in the game. I just love them to death, and you have to pry them from my cold, dead hands to really put something else in Arena permanently. I refuse to take the mods off them, or anything. I can't. They're my ladies. I put them in on Christmas Eve. I remember putting them in, and I, had been, sitting right in maybe the top 100, and I got into top 10 easy. So I'm going to cling to them until I stop playing.
You're going to clutching them in your cold hands, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other factions that you ladies are like obsessed with? Dana, Keyboard, Rain Day.
I love the Night Sisters. I really love them. I love everything about them. I love their synergy. They're just an awesome team.
I like the Imperial Troopers.
Yes. Keyboard, I feel ya. I really want to get my troopers, the Imperial Troopers up. I'm like, I can't decide whether I want to do the Imperial Troopers or First Order next. I really, after I finish Night Sisters, so I don't know who to focus on, or if I should just go straight into Sith. But I feel like First Order or Imperial Troopers are so versatile everywhere. They're just good to have. So I just don't know. I'm kind of lost with that. And
the troopers help in territory battle too. So
yeah,
the IPD mission. Yep. So I would prioritize Imperial Troopers and then do First Order, because they First Order, especially Faust, and crew needs a lot. Fost especially needs a lot of Harbanis and stun guns. Troopers, not so much. You'll gear them up faster.
Yeah, I'm kind of got to start on my troopers. Like I have a Zeta and Veers. I've got stuff started on them. First order is like I haven't even started crew or anything like that. So, or Fost. So that might be the last one that I do then.
Yeah, I would do Imperial Troopers first because you use Imperial Troopers everywhere. Sith raid, territory battles. You'll use them in territory wars against the Night Sisters.
Yeah.
I would do Imperial Troopers first.
So what's funny is I see a lot of murder bears in the chat. Mamo is one of my guild mates. Good friend. He has some just awesome murder bears. I mean, they're just ridiculous. And I really would like that, but I just feel like they're just kind of
they're a hard farm.
Yeah,
they're a hard
farm. They're a hard farm, but I've got.
They're like a dream of maybe one day kind of thing, you know.
They're a hard farm. Guys in my guild who run murder bears, and they can pretty much clear like the mythic tier of almost any event where you can use them. It's insane.
Like you can, like Mama just said it, you can pretty much beat anyone if you mod them correctly and they're maxed out. Like,
yep. They both run them in arena.
They're hard to kill. They really are. They're so annoying, but it's a lot of gearing. I remember it took me forever just to gear Elder, to gear 11. So.
Yeah, Masu made a point. He said they're super fun in-game stuff. So, like, when I get to that level, to that point, maybe that might be something I work on. The other thing, the other faction that I absolutely adore, and I think they're just so cool, and I feel like that they are the best auto. Like, their AI control is just the best, is Phoenix. I think they're just a lot of fun.
They're terrible to gear, though. I mean,
they're such hogs. I know. The Zetas on them. There's so many Zetas too. Like to make them really good.
2. Maybe 3.
Yeah, I was about to say there's more than 2.
I'm kind of like Mandy.
Like I kind of like the Phoenix too. I just like the Phoenix. Hey, General is in chat. She's another Angels.
Yes.
Yeah. So she loves Phoenix as well. I do. General, if you want to hop on, you let us know. We'll put you in the Skype chat. But who is that Meditech that has the maxed out Phoenix squad? I mean, it's just so impressive and just looks so much fun to play.
And for ships right now, I'm pretty jealous of folks who have them all done up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like the Rebel ships are really nice.
Mm-hmm. I don't use them.
Yeah,
I don't. Really nice.
I probably will. I don't know. My Phoenix keep creeping up there because they have a lot of utility when they're separated, right? Like, Chopper is super cool. I always use him in territory wars somewhere. I don't have Sabine geared, but she's geared enough to put her in P2 of the Sith raid to get off at least 2, sometimes 3. Maybe once I got 4 armor shreds. She's gear 7, right? It's just kind of managing it really well. Ezra is great under, CLS for defense. Who else? Oh, Zeb. Good old Maurice uses Zeb like in all these places. I want to learn more about him. He's a really cool tune.
Plugs him in somewhere? What does he?
Yeah, he puts him like under a bunch of different teams. He's he's got all this weird little territory wars.
He does. Like
he's got phase on his basic, right? Like that's a bloody Zeta for Scavenger, right?
You guys haven't watched. There was one your territory war Nerf herder stream where GOM was like showing like his tabs for his different territory war lineups. He's got like these odd mixtures, like
I know
odd teams, which you would never think of.
Yeah. That's why I love working with him, because he's so super out of the box. Like he's just, he's a day one player, and he's his roster is very deep, but so it's not always, you can't always copy what he's doing, but it's like, cool, you got, Acolyte to work in, the tank raid, or, you got, Spy is like a great team to clean up for Rey, or whatever it is. Like it's just kind of like, yeah, it's neat. Not always practical, but neat.
But neat. All right. See, I'm trying to get this download for this XSplitter to try to stream my JTR. Will you handle what is?
Do you see the spam in our chat here?
That.
No.
Find girl for night link in my profile.
What is the spam?
I wonder if it was the angel stream part that like gave it away to come here. Maybe. Okay. T, can you help me here?
Those are, I'm laughing at I'm trying to read the spam in chat while I have my kid on my lap, and he's reading. He just learned to read like really well, so he's like reading everything right now. I constantly have to be like, no, that's not for you. No.
Actually, now might be a really good time for Ouchie story.
Yeah.
Okay. I will preface by saying that my boisterous, laughing son is downstairs and just went outside, and he could come bursting in the room at any moment. So I might have to just spontaneously say 1 second and mute myself while he screams and laughs in my ear. So, where did... Oh, crikey. Okay, so I have a selection from fanfiction.net. It's a Reylo snapshot.
Ooh.
What's Reylo?
Reylo is the theme found in a lot of fanfiction that puts Kylo and Rey in a romantic situation. And they were popular when The Force Awakens came out, and then people were like, oh, you're stupid, that's never going to happen. And then The Last Jedi came out, and people were like, well, maybe now.
Maybe. There seems like there might be a chance.
Yeah, even my 14-year-old son believes that there's something there.
Is this dirty in any way?
No.
Okay, perfect. I was like, okay. I'm a little bit disappointed, but okay with it. Go ahead.
It's silly, and it's when it was written, it was published by Xanderlike. So thank you, anonymous internet user who wrote this, and published in December 2017. So I hope The Last Jedi was out then, but oh, there's an author's note here. It ends oddly. Like Rey is with somebody that's, well, I won't spoil it. I'll just read it. I'm going to stop babbling. It is called, well, she wrote a few different things. It's called Multiversal Reylo, so there's several snapshots. This one is Chapter 2, Mos Eisley. And it starts with Matt the radar technician. If you all remember Matt, right?
Hi, I'm Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is in a scenario where Matt actually was a real thing in Star Wars. Anyway, he had to think of himself that way because if he even thought of his true identity, he'd not be able to do this. He sat alone at a table in a cantina at Mos Eisley. There was a drink on the table, but he hadn't touched it. He'd been waiting 2 hours, and his resistance contact had yet to show up. 15 more minutes, and then I'll go. He'd been telling himself that for an hour. And finally, she comes. Her? They had to send her? A dark-haired girl in white pretty with a lightsaber on her hip and a metal staff on her back. She stood in the doorway waiting for her eyes to adjust. It didn't take long. She'd grown up on a desert world like this. Finally, she stepped inside. He raised his arm up to help her find him. She walked smoothly over, confident and graceful. "Hello, I'm..." "Rey, I know." He didn't look in her eyes. He didn't dare look in her eyes. But he wanted to look in her eyes. "And you're..." She didn't know him, didn't recognize him. "Good. Matt. Matt the radar technician. That's all you need to know." "All right, I'm sorry I'm late. I ran into some First Order troopers on the way here." "I don't want to know." "Right then. Maz Kanata said you wanted to help the Resistance. How?" He slid a data chip across the table to her. "The First Order has some supply dumps cached through the outer rim worlds. Fuel, food, water, medical supplies. Not a lot, but enough to keep you going. They're only guarded by droids, and the chip has access codes you'll need to get them." "Thank you." She took the chip and tried to catch his eyes. "You're helping us. Why?" "Years ago, a girl asked me to leave the First Order. I made the biggest mistake in a life full of epic mistakes. I didn't. She's with the Resistance." "Don't look in her eyes. Force, don't let me look in her eyes." "Why don't you come with me? I'm sure she'd want to see you again." "It's too late. She's found someone else." "I'm sorry." "So am I." "Kylo Ren, have you seen him? How is he?" There was a pain in her voice, and it took all his strength not to look up again. "I've seen him. He's the same, filled with pain and anger and regret. Alone." He let himself look up for a moment. "So terribly alone." Their eyes met. His name, his true name, was on her lips. "You should go now. It's not safe for you here." "Come with me." "I can't. We both know why." She bites her lip and nods. "Goodbye, Matt." "Goodbye, Rey." She didn't look back when she left. She didn't care. If she let herself do that, she knew she wouldn't be able to leave him at all. She walked through the doors and stood underneath the double suns of Tatooine, pretending that it was the bright sunlight that made her eyes water. He knew. He knew she had chosen someone else, and he still helped them, helped her. He still cared for her. He still loved her. She wanted to stay, but she didn't. She couldn't. She had made her choice, the same day that he had made his. "Oh, Ben," she whispered, "if you had only come with me, we would have been happy." But he didn't, and they weren't, and nothing could change that now. She left him once more, as she always had, as she always would. She left him behind her along with part of her heart, part of her soul. And with this gift of life clasped tightly in her hand, Rey made her way back to the Millennium Falcon, back to her friends, and back to her husband, back to Poe. Yeah, I don't get that. That's the end.
Oh. No.
I don't know why.
Yay.
Why would you pick Poe? I thought
I
everybody
know,
thought
why Poe?
Rey was with Finn.
Uh,
You can't really rely on these fan fiction writers, but it's just for fun.
Very nice, thank you.
Thanks, Ouchie.
That was very good.
You're welcome.
Finn says Rey is with Poe. Finn is with Rose.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Poe is cute.
Very
He
good looking.
is.
He really is.
So
He's-
Finn?
He is Latino in real life, right? Isn't he Hispanic or something?
He's he's oh damn, I used to know this. Yeah, he is.
Mm.
Oh,
Latin.
and he's going to be voicing. They're redoing Addams Family as a cartoon. By the DreamWorks is doing it, I think, and he's going to be Gomez Addams.
Oh no, really?
Mm-hmm. But he's just
Now-
voicing it. He's just voicing it. It's not live action.
But still.
Yeah.
Says Oscar Isaac Hernandez is a Guatemalan American actor.
There we go. And a beautiful one at that.
Mm-hmm. Yummy.
Definitely pretty boy.
Definitely yummy.
And Joe Blow is saying in chat, Poe is with Finn, and I'm going to have to agree with that.
I second that motion. I wanted to say it before.
What? What?
Have you seen there's the whole bromance meme thing with that moment where they meet each other at the rebel base after everything has happened, and they like embrace each other and then like look at each other, and it's like there's a whole bromance.
He gives him the look down, you know. He does a once over, you know.
Yeah.
Because he's wearing his jacket, like, it looks good on you, man. Keep it.
Guys, is my screen sharing yet, Finn?
Not for me.
Oh my gosh. I just like completely went out, rebooted everything. Still not working. Okay.
Can we just... Sorry, go ahead.
Durgan said,
We both said,
I didn't know the Poe actor was Alpaca Lips in X-Men. Alpaca Lips?
It's apocalypse.
I know, but it's Alpaca Lips.
Dude doesn't know how to spell.
I think it's on purpose.
I think it
Alpaca
is.
lips.
It reminds me like alpaca pair of lips, just in case.
Or the animal, alpaca. Alpaca lips.
Can we just take a moment to look at Finn's little picture that he made for story time?
It's so cute.
It is so cute. This is the first time I'm seeing this, so this is actually really cool. And I love his logo that he made for Angel Streams.
No, that's awesome.
I loved it. It's really good. I'm bummed about my screen not sharing. Finn's like sent me all this like stuff to download, and it's just not working, so I don't know what to do. But we'll see. We'll try. We'll keep trying.
Can I take us on a little bit of a tangent?
Please do. My goodness, please do. But I'm trying to figure this out.
So we're all assuming we're going to get some capital ships here pretty quick. Is anyone else just bummed that it's probably going to be Hux? I'm just like,
no.
I'm kind of excited about Hux.
I'm looking forward to it.
I want General
Do you not like
Hux.
I don't know. He's just General Hugs. Like, I don't know. Like, what are his abilities going to be? Like, you know,
talking people to death.
Yeah. And like, you know, being afraid of stuff and
screaming so loud it gives everyone on the other side damage over time because their ears are bleeding or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like Hux.
Do you? What do you like about
him? I don't like him. I think I like him as a interesting character who is, I think it would be fun to just play with his ship. But also I kind of liked him in the movie because I thought he was like that sniveling weasel that somehow always rises to the top, you know, even though you're like, how the hell did you get here? But he's still just, I don't know. It's just an interesting character to me. I don't know. I like the strange ones, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I kind of hope that it's going to be First Order because I'm farming First Order. Please let that not go to waste. Please.
Absolutely. I mean, that part of it, I'm like, yeah, give us Hugs.
Yeah.
But the other part, I'm like,
we need more capital ships. Right now, we are just 2 Empire, 1 Rebel, 1 Galactic. That's it. Da.
And I mean, Holdo would be a natural captain as well. It's too bad they didn't have something in the movie where, you know, she was kind of under General Leia and you kind of saw that happening and then the ship was passed to her, because then it would be a nice way for General Leia to be introduced into the game. And they could be, you know, she could be the captain of the ship and Holdo could be the, you know, one of the other tunes that's required in there. That I would love that.
Did Finity just put a Kai Lux picture on there? Finity.
I like that. Finity.
Yeah, there's a whole other
See,
fanfiction pairing of Kylo and Hux. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm warming up to Hux now.
I mean, yeah, that Hux is adorable.
And can I say shout out? Thank you, 42 likes. That's pretty awesome. We've kind of been hovering around like 60, 70 views, so that's pretty bad a double dollar signs. Yeah, thanks for that, guys.
72 now. That is pretty cool. Thanks, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what's next. We've kind of went over most of the stuff that we can go over, except for our Zeta regrets, or as I like to say, regrets. No regrets. Do you guys have like let's go over around the corn, as they say, Zeta talk, meaning like what is the one Zeta you wouldn't give up and your biggest Zeta regret?
Mine is Qui-Gon Jinn. When territory battles started, as leader, I always, of course, don't want to hold the guild back for anything. And when we got to like P2 or P3, I didn't have a complete team to really dependably, go through the rest of the battle. And so I Zeta'd Qui-Gon Jinn. And yeah, I know. I can hear everybody sobbing at home right now. I mean, he's not great. He's just not like it makes the Jedi so much better to be under him, but they're just still like nothing. Jedi, for goodness sakes, their weapons can cut rocks in half, and they can't take down. I don't know. Yeah, it's very disappointing. I know he's not going to probably ever get a rework because we have had a lot of use out of him, but I wish that I had just calmed down, known that I was not going to carry the guild, through this game mode, and and just settled down and waited. It was a lesson.
I'm guilty of that too. I have Zeta'd Qui-Gon Jinn, and he is my biggest regret also. And Stormtrooper Han. Those are the two.
So you don't find Stormtrooper Han Zeta useful that much, or
I Zeta'd him for Territory Wars, and he's just I don't know, so far useless. But I'm really happy I Zeta'd Asajj. That I will never take back.
Interesting. Yeah.
Is that the one we were talking about not too long ago? Undain?
What?
Your Asajj? I can't remember. We were talking about a Zeta a few weeks ago on the Saturday night stream. Which one did you end up doing?
I had that Zeta floating around. I was wondering if I wanted to put it on Mother Talzin, Scion, or Kylo. I chose Kylo. Cool. And then I Zeta'd also Faust. So I have my 3 Zetas of the 4 for First Order. I just have to put a second one on crew, and my First Order team is done for the Sith raid.
Nice.
Yeah, so I decided to do Kylo, and I'm like 9 MK4 Bacta gels from Gear 12ing him. So I'm gonna have a Gear 12 Xylo, finally.
All right, Rain Day, are you still on?
Yeah, I'm still here.
So quiet. What's your favorite Zeta and your most regretted one?
Well, I think the one that I don't get a whole lot of use out of is Princess Leia.
What? No, that's a good Zeta.
I kind of want that Zeta, actually. For my
It's a good Zeta, but for me right now, I don't use her as much. So.
Oh yeah.
With everything else we've got going on, I barely use her except for territory battles. So that's about it. I mean, I use her in territory wars, but it's not like a critical Zeta. So I don't know. But the one that I think that I get the most use out of is probably Barriss.
Barriss, yeah. Definitely.
I don't think I'd give that one up. I use her in Sith Raid, and I use her in territory battles, and she's pretty good in territory wars also. So the one I get the most use out of is probably Barriss.
Mm.
We're all just like, eh.
Barris is actually one of my favorite Zetas as well. I love Barris. She's one of my favorite tunes to play with.
I mean, how many Zetas do y'all have?
Oh, I don't know. I have to.
Ooh, let's pull Swgoh GG real quick.
Yeah, let's do a tally. Who's got how many Zetas?
Like, okay, let me see.
I've got 22.
I've got 16.
Oh my gosh, you guys suck.
But the top guy in my guild's got 39, which is awesome.
Oh my gosh.
What?
39. He's awesome. I'm so glad he's in our guild.
I would be too.
Yeah.
Is that Dana's? I feel like that's Dana's.
No, that's
I
my
have-
husband,
no,
and he's
no.
upset because he used to have more Zetas than I did, and now I only have one less than him. So he's upset that I've caught up to him.
Does he play in the same guild with you, Randy?
Yeah, we're in the same guild.
Does that get weird? Like, is there any like frustration? I know Dana and her husband are in the same guild too.
Yeah.
No, not at all. He's the reason. I mean, when we first started playing and we were looking for guilds, he started when the game launched, and I didn't start until like March. So, in order to get into a more functioning guild, I had to tag along with him essentially because I wasn't developed enough my roster at all. So, I'm in the same guild that I started in back in June. So, thankfully, they gave me a home when I pretty much had no roster at all. But yeah, he's been playing a lot longer than I have.
That's really cool that you guys play all together like that. I don't know how many Zetas that I have, to be honest. I know it's not. I mean, it's probably somewhere like 10 to 15, maybe.
I have 22.
Oh my gosh.
That's all I buy. I mean, when they first came out, I didn't buy them as much, but that's pretty much all I buy out of that store, out of the ship store.
Yeah, me too.
I don't have any more ships to buy or shards, so except for Grievous when he shows up, so I just buy the
me too.
Zetas. I have 2 full ones and then 15 out of 20 for another one waiting. But I was gonna give at least 1 to Rey and probably 1 to BB-8. And then I wasn't sure. Oh, and then Mother Talzin, I need to give her 1. But I think my favorite, most useful Zeta is Raid Han.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
And I think I don't really have any that I regret. The only one that I don't really get any use out of anymore, or at least not much, is Cody, because I don't really run the clones anymore. But I don't regret it at all.
So I just got corrected by my my guild member. He's like, Tits, you only have 9 Zetas.
Oh,
Thanks, buddy. Put me in my place. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I have 9. I would say I love Asajj. I agree with Andain. Asajj is such a good Zeta. I have both of her Zetas. And I really love Barris. I really love Barris.
I really love Barris too.
The one that I don't use is, and everybody's going to yell at me for this, but I don't really use Resistance a whole lot yet. I don't have JTR, so I don't use that one a lot yet, but I'm sure I will. I can ever get her unlocked. I have Finn Zetas. So. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all still here.
No, I'm sorry. Me and Finn are working on something. We're on a call in Discord trying to figure out this, like if I can share my screen that way. So, sorry. By habit said hello, even though I've muted. I'm an idiot. Okay.
I have 23 Zetas.
Ooh.
Holy moly, Ouchie.
And I'm going to say my most loved one is Mother Talzin Lead. Because making all her teammates come back to life to hit on basics basic assists or assists on basic
Oh, yeah.
is hilarious. And I just love it, especially when it's Asajj and Daka coming back who are stunning on their basics and just stunning everybody. There's only 2 people technically alive on my team, but I can pull the match around and still win. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
I know. I've grown to love the Night Sisters so much. Oh my god. Have you noticed in the today I was doing the Secrets and Shadows event, and when I got to the last the third tier, and then I got to the last wave with Darth Nihilus, he annihilated Asajj, and I revived her with Daka.
Yeah, he must not have a Zeta. That Nihilus that you face at the end, because you can still resurrect.
It's actually an Omega. I thought it was a Zeta too, and someone was like, "It's an Omega." I was like, "What?" I went and like Omega'd my Darth Nihilus. I was like,
"No, his Zeta is only on his special and on his leadership.
Right?
It's not
that's
on
right.
It's not on the
That's even weirder though. Why would they put that at the end of that bonus tier? I guess the mythic will be different. Maybe they'll Omega him for a mythic level version.
Yeah, it shocked me too. First, right out of the gate, as soon as the 8th wave started, he immediately just he just killed her. And I sat there and I'm like, oh shit. Then I'm like, well, here goes nothing. I mean, what do I have to lose? And then boom, she comes back and I'm like, oh. I'm talking to Cobra the other on the phone as this happens. He's like, "You're not gonna get her back," and then I'm like, "Yes, I did." He's like, "What?"
Yeah.
What's wrong with this Nihilus? But that was pretty funny. I'm like, I don't know, but it worked and I won, so I don't care.
And I don't really know if I have any ones that I regret. But I will say that right now my least used one is Phasma. But in Territory Wars, to be able to have her Zeta'd, and she's a great leader of just rando tunes, to have that Zeta is kind of nice. So I don't know if I'd really regret that. But I will tell you my most lamented one that I've never done is Barriss. I don't have Barriss Zeta'd, and I keep skipping over her. She might not ever get done.
She's so good. I really enjoy playing with her.
Yeah, I didn't get her Zeta until like or even geared or starred or anything for like a year and a half. I only got her done a month ago. She was the only Jedi I ever regretted never working on or Zetaing or anything. So I was so happy to get her done.
I just took her off of my arena team actually not too long ago. Like before I got Han, before I got him all geared up and 7-starred and Zeta'd, I was still using her on my arena team and still like holding, fairly decent. I didn't drop below 100. I just think she's an awesome character. And I think wasn't it on Nerf Herders last night? You guys were talking about she's pretty good plug and play for First Order team.
Yes, yeah. Because Kylo Ren Unmasked has basically the same dynamic where when he gets damaged, he recovers 8% health. And when when Barriss's allies are damaged, or critically hit, they recover 20% of their base health, and so together it makes for a headache. Right? There's only so many tunes that are big damage dealers, and when you have to spare one of them to go take down a Kylo Ren Unmasked team, it's definitely a counter drainer. Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to find a way to work her back into arena. I just, with this Sith meta, probably, as long as Palpatine is there with his dang shock. I've never really got Palpatine to be an all-star for me. I probably just haven't taken the time to mod him, but he's sure an all-star on other people's teams. I'm just like, stop shocking everyone.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That's probably the best debuff, I think, like non-locked debuff, like plague, and I think shock is pretty badass. I love my zetas. I'm looking at them. I have 27, and Sidious, I regret. Qui-Gon Jinn, I regret, and First Order TIE Pilot, which I did drunk on an RSG Mature stream by accident. I always get the acronyms FOTP and FOST mixed up. And the guys were asking me, I think KP67 was on there, and I like super respect his like opinion about Empire tunes and First Order tunes. And they're all like, what's your FOST at? I'm like, oh, my FOST is gear 12. But my FOST is gear 8 or 7 or something. And they're like, oh my gosh, really? It's gear 12 and you haven't zeted him? I'm like, yeah, no, I didn't really think it was a very good zeta. They're like, do it, it's so good. I was like, okay. And I'm like, there we go. I was like, that'll be great on his ship. Like, okay. Yeah, I figured it out like the next day. I was like, I get those acronyms mixed up. But yeah, Sidious, FOST, Qui-Gon. The rest I love. I zeted Nest.
I did too.
Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice zeta.
That's just the kind of thing that I have that keeps me from zeta embarrass, because it's just like, ooh, shiny zeta her. Barris is just like, hey man, what the fuck?
Like, I don't think it's super. I have her at 4 stars. I don't think it's super useful at 4 stars, but it's an inevitable zeta for a gear 12 Nest. It's just 100%. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm. So I'm like almost there at getting this JTR video down. Like, I'm working on it, trying to get my emulator up, but Finn and I are using a Discord streaming, and he's going to show it up. So as soon as I can get the emulator up, we're good to go. Do you guys want to do some questions?
Yeah.
In the meantime,
Questions?
Yeah, questions.
Let's do questions.
I just clicked it again. What the heck? Oh, the Twitter question. Whew. Yes, that's right. Twitter.
No one's asked any good questions, honestly, in the live chat, except whether you like if Ouchie likes somebody. It's always a question like that. Does Ouchie like? Does Ouchie like?
Ouchie's so awesome.
I know that's not the point though. I'm like, serious questions here, people. Come on.
Okay, so they're posted. It looks like they're posted in Skype. So whoever wants to take over that while I'm working on this.
Who's going to read the questions? Oh, wasn't Keyboard going to read the questions?
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, please.
So first we have Twitter questions, and this one's from how do I pronounce it?
I don't know.
Urzatron?
Salinas
Oh, wait, am I at
Riveros.
the wrong spot?
This one's from
Is that Twitter
Urzatron,
questions?
Oh.
Yeah.
and it says, I would love to see
Is it like the bounty hunter Leia, the one that like rescued Han in the carbonite? Mm-hmm.
added to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for another light side scoundrel. But my question is, what other females are top for the Angels list to be added?
That's a great question, Urzatron. That's a really good question. I'll go first.
Okay.
I would love to see a Sith Lord female, like Darth Talon or Zana. I mean, I know that there's the whole things about the canon, what's not, and stuff like that. But just as like a personal thing, I would love to see some dark side Sith Lords that are female. And I know we have Darth Treya, and we have Darth. Who's the other Darth female that we have?
Darth Cognis.
assassin is.
Sith assassin, I think, is
But
the only
that's
other
not.
one.
They're not really a Darth Lord. I mean, they're not a Lord yet, though.
I think she's
So-
the only. Treya's the only one.
I think Treya
Yes, Treya's
is.
the only one. Visas doesn't count because she's
So it would be really cool to see.
More.
We do have the Night Sisters, which they're cool, but like just to see some real true Sith powers from a female would be cool. Another female, which I don't have Darth Treya yet, so maybe I'm not so excited about her, but I will be when I do have her unlocked. So I'm sure I'll love her when I get her unlocked. But that's me. You guys, who is your girl that you would like to see?
I'd like to see Shakti at some point. Nobody? Not a good one?
I don't know who that is.
Cool.
Shakti?
No, because yeah.
I'm terrible with like anything other than the movies.
Shakti was the Jedi responsible for training the clones.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Oh yeah.
She's another
the training of them on Camino.
yes.
Yes.
She's the same race as Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. I always forget the name of their race.
Twilight?
No, that's
Togrutas.
Ellis.
They're Togrutas.
Togrutas, yes,
Are you
the
sure?
Togrutas.
All right, yeah.
Twilight.
You know, so it would be cool with Jedi Exile would be cool. The Jedi Exile. She would be
Oh,
really
the
cool.
Exile, the one who killed
Yes.
Nihilus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mitra. Yeah.
Mitra, yeah. That was mine.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dana.
No, it's okay.
Do you have anybody else, or is that it?
I'm gonna have to
Oh.
say Padme, and
Oh.
not stupid ripped shirt Geonosis Padme.
That's the one I want.
Well, she can be Geonosis Padme, but not with her midriff showing. Like real Padme, just with her clothes on would be great.
Real bad name.
I like the one with the cat scratches on her back, bleeding. Like, yeah.
I think it would be nice to have Aura sing.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the mother from Star Wars Legends would be really overpowered.
Who?
The mother. Like how you've got the Mortis ones.
Oh, wait. Was it the one with the episode with the brother, the sister, the father of the Force?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
in Star Wars Legends, there's a woman that joined them, and her name was Mother.
Oh, I'm not sure they would include a character like that who is so all powerful.
Didn't Nihilus like eat the whole world?
He ate planets. He ate
Yeah.
whole planets. Yeah, that's how Keyboard got her name. Because she's like, I'm so hungry all the time. I'm like, you're just like Nihilus.
Maybe Darth Xana.
Yeah. I was thinking Darth Xana for the Sith, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was mine. Darth Xana.
Mm.
Or Darth Talon. I love Xana. I just love Bane. Bane is like my favorite. The Bane trilogy is one of my favorite books. So that would be cool.
I really want
All right.
Sith, but, yeah.
Keira Knightley is Padme. Oh boy.
I'm thinking about, I don't know if we have like a memes section in the Angels server, and there was one that was like, who was it? Leia taught me, what was it? Leia taught me that I don't have to be masculine to be strong. Rey
Yes.
taught me that I'm so much more than I could ever imagine. And Padme taught me that I could wear whatever the F I want.
I've seen those memes. Yeah, I've seen them.
That's funny. All right, next question.
This one's from Grim, and it says, for the panel, what got you interested in Star Wars itself? Also, what made you decide to start playing Galaxy of Heroes?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I can answer that one. My parents got me into Star Wars because the first movie came out. I think it was out like, well, I'm not going to tell you it was how old I was or not when it came out, but it was my parents that got me into Star Wars. And what made me start playing Galaxy of Heroes was I was playing Plants vs. Zombies, and it was a pop-up. And I was like, ooh, a Star Wars game. Okay, I'll check it out. I downloaded it, and I was instantly addicted, and I kept telling my husband that he had to play. It only took me about 3 days to convince him, and yeah, he liked it for a short time, and he's pretty much hated it ever since. He still hates it because I do. So, thanks, Plants vs. Zombies.
I had a coworker who got me addicted to this game. He started playing it, and I never watched a single Star Wars anything. I'm not joking. Nothing. He comes up to me and my coworker. He's like, "You got to play this game. You got to check this out. I love this game. You got to play it. You got to play it." He bothered me for like 3 months because it launched in November and I didn't start playing till February. He bothered me for what, 3-4 months. I'm like, fine, stop annoying me. Okay, I'll download it. Because I told him how much I like playing video games and I had PlayStation and everything. And he's like, and then I've been hooked ever since. And then the game made me so in love with Star Wars that I watched every single movie. I watched all the Clone Wars, everything, except for Rebels. That's the only series I have yet to watch. I know. Shh, I'll get to it. I will get to it.
So
but my
the
point
game
is,
got you into the movie series? That's
Yes.
awesome, though.
the game got me addicted to Star Wars and to watching to going in the movie theaters. I dragged my husband to see Rogue One, practically kicking and screaming. I'm like, we need to watch. But then he walked out of it. And he's like, "Oh, this was pretty good. This is a good movie." And I was like, "Oh, thank God." And I went with oh my God, Cybershark. I went with Cybershark to see episode 9. Episode 8, sorry. And I was so like, he and I were both sitting side by side. I just kept jumping in my seat. I was like, "Oh, look. Oh my God. Okay, I'm done." Yes, the game got me addicted. So I hate this game.
Do you guys, when you go to see movies, do you like the last 2 movies I've been playing this game? Is 3 maybe? Rogue One? Yes, definitely Rogue One in the last 2 in the series, and it's bad because I'm just like on the edge of my seat trying to figure out what tune is going to come in the game. I'm like, stop it and just enjoy the movie like a normal person. I'm like, okay, and what, that's probably, they have to bring that one in. It's like,
oh no, I don't worry about that.
Do you know? I do.
No, I don't do that. I annoy them because I'm like, "Oh, look," because they, Mon Mothma will, like when I was watching Rogue One, I'm like, "Oh my God, that's Mon Mothma. Oh my God, look, that's Akbar." I'm like, "Oh look, that's him." And then, "Oh look, that's who this is." I'm like, "Oh my God, I was so terrible." I was like, from the game, I knew who these people were. It was pretty bad. And then Visa Smart comes up, and I'm like, "Who the hell is Visa Smart?" So then I had to go look that up because I don't know anything about the Legends or any of the anything that was Knights of the Old Republic or anything prior to that. And then I've had to read. This game got me so involved into the Star Wars lore and everything. So thanks, CG. I hate you. I spent hours on Wikipedia or Star Wars. They call it Star Warspedia.
Wikipedia.
Yeah. Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. I like the Star Wars Theory channel on YouTube as well.
Yeah, I watched that as well.
Yeah. Those are great.
Any others? Anyone else have stories?
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this thing going. So yeah, I have the way I got into Star Wars. It's kind of weird because like I can't even remember how old I was when I got into it. It's like always been there. Like I'm 39, so I was born in 79. So I feel like my parents just kind of like showed me the movie when I was younger, and it was always there, and I just always really liked it. I have a little bit of a stormtrooper fetish. I've just always liked the color blocking, the white and the black, and it just always appealed to me. I've always just loved Star Wars. I didn't really get heavy into like the books and things like that until probably 3 or 4 years ago. I started reading stuff here and there, but getting into the game and then starting to stream with RSG made me really want to get heavy into the books, like go further back than what I was just kind of dabbling here and there. So I've been starting like a journey of like trying to get all the canon done and then trying to go into my Sith lore and legends more. So that's been fun. The game itself, I had picked the game up and put it down and picked it up and put it down. I had quit for quite a while because I joined just for an ex-boyfriend. Like he was playing. I joined and he's just like, you should really play this game, because we used to play other games together, a lot of other games together. Just asked me to pick this up because he was playing it and I love Star Wars. So picked it up, really got into it, but we kind of broke up. I put it down, but then I just got drawn back into the game again and loved the guild I was in and just kind of continued from there. And so, yeah, that's what got me into it, was a guy, which is, ugh. But you can't change your story.
Oh. Well, my coworker was a guy, so technically it's the same thing.
True.
There's nothing wrong with a guy getting you into playing Star Wars.
Depends on the guy, whether you love him or hate him for it afterwards.
No, he's still cool. He's a cool guy, definitely. And he still plays actually, in servers together and everything. He's still a cool guy though.
Well, I still love mine because it was my husband. He downloaded it and was playing it nonstop, and it was really annoying that I was looking at the back of his phone. So I wanted to see what it was that he was playing. So I downloaded it. It took me a good 3 months of resisting, and then I was hooked. I haven't put it down since. So that's how I got into the game. But I grew up watching Star Wars. It's always been like one of my most favorite things. So it wasn't too hard to get into the game going forward once I started playing.
Oh.
That's about it.
For me, like I said, like I grew up with the movies, but the whole, like I wasn't exposed to any, like I didn't have any friends who were fans or anything like that growing up. They were just they were movies. I think we had maybe the Return of the Jedi on VHS or something like that. We only had so many of them, and watching movies over and over again. But if you don't have that community of fans, then like I had no idea there was all of this other, like this whole other world to Star Wars, like all of the, like just the extension of the movies, the books, like non-canon stuff. It's been the game that has really opened my eyes to everything. Having a kid who's now 7, he can start watching a lot of the stuff, and certainly Rebels was one that we watched together, and Clone Wars to a less extent. Clone Wars is scary. My kid's a chicken. It's like the Night Sister one. I was like, okay, we gotta just like not watch this one or the next one. Or the next one. I was like, okay, we just gotta put this whole series down because it's not working. Let's go watch Star Wars Lego. But yeah, it was really the game, and certainly the channels, being on the streams that has made me realize that there's this whole big world of Star Wars that, you could never, ever, between the fan fiction and the non-canon and the comic books and the blah, 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 like probably would never know it all. Mm-hmm. But yet my cousin introduced me to it. We're over at his place and she's like, check this game out. And it was like, I opened it up and logged in and went through like the first levels. I was like, it's so easy. I'm so good at it. I'm like joking because it's so easy to, do the first little levels on the light side, dark side battles. And then I just never put it down. Oh my gosh, the amount of time I've spent on this game. It's crazy.
I've always sort of had an interest in Star Wars ever since I could remember. But what really got me into it was being able to go and see The Force Awakens. And what made me decide to start playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes was I saw it in the App Store and I just decided, hey, I'll download this and see what a Star Wars game's like.
Awesome. Is that the first one you saw in the theater?
Yeah, I'm too young to have went and seen any of the prequels and remembered it.
Yeah. Cool.
Next question.
Sure.
So this one's from Scooby-Doo, and it says, what is your ideal JTR lineup team be for, lineup and subs include, so things like Thrawn, Han, JK and Baze on standby, etc. Reason I ask this is because I'm sick of the Palp RNG stun meta.
It's with Treya coming, I don't know Scooby, I don't know what your like how long you've been playing for, what your chart is like, and if Treya's coming or there already, but JTR is punished by her lead. Whenever you gain a debuff during your next turn, you have negative 50% offense. That's a lot, and then any retribution is taking 35% of your health. So there goes BB-8 and JTR's little blissful relationship. Still make it work. There's lots of really strong JTR, not lots, but there's a couple of very strong JTR teams in my arena. Crew, a very, very well modded crew works good, but with Treya you're also losing stun. There's no more stun, there's no more debuffs, there's no more anything like that except those that are locked or Vader lead. So yeah, it's tricky. I don't know if anybody else is trying to make it work. Certainly Visas is amazing against Sith. Her specific counter against Sith and her healing abilities. She's pretty cool. I don't have her, but definitely look that up on YouTube, see some of the teams people are running. Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I'm still doing this, but he just wants to run JTR, or does he want to just something different other than a Sith team?
Ideal JTR team.
Oh.
Really, if you can go
that whore muffin.
We've been practicing to take down, even without R2 in our guild, and really it's if you can get your BB-8 fast enough and you can take out EP before they get to go. But you have to just mod your team well, or stick an extra droid on there. That makes a big difference. Chopper or K2 or somebody just to speed them up, and get JTR going with BB-8's little wiggle move. I like to call it the wiggle move.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Go, girl. Wiggle, wiggle. That's BB-8 talking away. Anybody running JTR right now?
Mm-mm.
In arena, no. But I do use her to climb. If I fall low enough, she's actually pretty reliable against the Emperor Palpatine teams. For me.
And what do you do? Like, do you have like, are you depending on your BB-8 going first, or like how do you work it? What's your attack?
It depends on the speed of the team I'm going against, whether or not I sub in General Kenobi for Rey. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty easy against most of the Emperor Palpatine teams that I've faced. So pretty much just BB-8 going first and going from there.
Are you taking out Palpatine first, or are you?
Yeah, I go for him first usually because that stun's pretty painful when it lands.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I've got an idea for this. Have JTR, BB-8, Darth Nihilus, and Han, and maybe someone like Trey or Sion. Oh wait, I don't have a tank in this team, do I not? Or you could use like Thrawn to fracture Palpatine out of the game.
I'm sorry if you guys hear me angry typing in the background. It's because of like Finn. I love him so much, but at the same time, he's like, and you clicked on lonely screen, right? Yes, Finn, I clicked on it like 5 times. It's not working. It's just like one step you throw it, but so annoying.
I just say to Scooby, if you're sick of the Palp RNG stun meta, run some OP Night Sisters.
I can't. With Ventress lead, I'm figuring it out. But Talzin lead, I can't take down Emperor Palpatine with Talzin lead. They just they go
really
and mine melt. I can't figure it out.
Mm. Maybe Bimasu can give you some tips. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing differently. Maybe my shard just sucks. I don't know. I just run them the way I run everything else. You know, the way I play them with any other team. I don't have any. I just hope that, you know, a couple of the important ones die, and then I just spam a basic.
Well, if I could get this emulator to work, I would show you guys. But I'm running a I don't have JTR. I mean, I don't have Sith or anything like that. I don't have JTR. Mine's a Rex team, so still rocking with Rex.
Well, that's a good one too. Rex.
It's fun. He's fun.
Some good ones. Rex, Nest Thrawn, in there.
GK. Well, yeah, I would love to get Nest pulled up. But I'm using Rex, GK, Thrawn, CLS, and Raid Han. So.
Yeah, CLS works against DP too. Like I went up against this is embarrassing, but I went up against what do they call that team with the orange jumpsuits and the
Danger Zone?
The Danger Zone team with my Traya, and I was just like somebody like left them in. I was like climbing and I had to climb quick, and so I just put my Traya on auto and like looked back 30 seconds later. I'm like, no, don't die. Jeez. CLS was just like bam, bam, like no, and I lost. I was like, oh. I kind of promised I wasn't going to tell anybody that, but you know, there you go. But yeah, it works. It still works. I have a good team. Can't remember what I was running exactly, but you know, yeah, like I've fast Thrawn, like my Thrawn is like 275 or something like that, and you know, or my SAS is that much if I'm running her. So It's not like I have a super sucky team or anything. They're just they just muscle through it.
Okay.
Finn says
Question.
he has my Ray activation ready.
Nice. Put that up there, man. Throw that on the screen. Oh, Finn, it's past his bedtime too.
God. Whenever it's past Finn's bedtime, I always look at the clock and I'm like, who in the world goes to bed right now?
Finn.
Does he live in Europe? He doesn't live in Europe.
Finn, should think twice about having babies, because then, he's going to be up all night if he needs his sleep.
Yeah.
No,
He's going to be one of those daddies. It's like,
yeah.
He's gonna be good at bedtime. He'll do the bedtime routine, but his honey will have to get up.
So you got it up yet?
Yep.
Awesome. Danny, do you want to tell us anything about it?
Look at the graphic. It's so cute.
Aww.
Just that I've been waiting for a long time, and I'm really excited. So now, after the stream is over, I'm going to try and get her geared up as far as I can.
Dana, why is my face all up in your stuff?
I used the screen recorder, so I couldn't do anything about it.
Are we done with that question now?
Oh,
Dana, did you want to go on that? Oh no.
I don't have. It was the Ray one, right? I don't have. Obviously, I'm not even using her yet. So.
Yeah, we can just watch the video as we're doing questions, unless you want to go through it step by step or anything. Dana's like, no, not really.
Unit. This is her exploding into being.
Look at that little thing.
Yeah, girl.
Bob is like, why didn't it? I'm trying to. We're trying to get a screen share. I could video record it, but we really wanted to do it live. I can do that.
We'll go on to the next question now.
Yeah, do it, keyboard. Hit us.
This one's from Fatality B2, and it says, how old were you all when you first watched a Star Wars movie? I was 6. I watched The Empire Strikes Back on release.
You were 6 when you watched Empire Strikes Back?
No, that's Fatality who's saying that he watched it.
Oh,
when he
he watched it. Nice. I must have been around that age, I bet. Can't even remember. My parents showed it to me when I was little, and I can't even remember how old I was. I was young, though. How about you guys?
I don't remember how old I was, but the first movie, I was born 3 weeks after the first movie came out. But I don't know. I don't remember how young I was when I watched it.
I think I was about 5 or 6 or something. I remember I was sitting on the couch with my dad, and we're watching Return of the Jedi, and I said that I really liked this movie. And then I cuddled into my dad, I think.
I just looked up Empire Strikes Back release date. Make sure I wasn't messing it up. And it was in May 1980, so I would have been 3 then. And I know I saw it in the theater. So 3. That's awfully tiny, but then I had all like the the little records with the storybooks. Some kids had them on tape, but like little 45s. And you could have a little record player and listen to the book, the kid version of the book. I used to listen to those all the time. I had all the Star Wars ones.
It'll probably be like something that my generation doesn't really know about because I don't really know what you're talking about there.
They have actually Disney ones. They're on CDs now because I buy them for my kids. They're like Disney mostly releases them, so it's just like a little picture book version of the movie, and there's a CD that you can put in, and it like reads the book to you.
No, I don't even remember. I don't remember those. That'd be fun to find, just to collect and keep, right?
Yeah. Oh, I wish I still had mine. That's for sure. I have. I think one still. I had like the Indiana Jones ones too, because I used to just memorize them and just listen to them over and over again.
Grim said, I first saw it when I was like 6 or 7. His dad worked at CBS, and he got a copy of the uncut version of A New Hope, and that is when I got hooked on Star Wars. That's nice.
That must
Rain
be
Day?
like a.
Go ahead, keyboard.
That must be like a treasure to have now these days.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Like an uncut version, like original. That would be cool. Did your dad keep it, Grim? Rain Day, did you answer? I didn't hear. Is she gone?
No, I'm still here. I just put it on mute so you don't hear random stuff in the background. I don't remember how old I was. I really don't. I just remember they were movies that I pretty much watched all the time when I was in elementary school. So I couldn't tell you how young I was, but I've always owned them in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, that's how it was with me too. Like I just can't remember because it's always been there, kind of, you know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had Star Wars like bed sheets and curtains growing up.
Mine was Star Wars mixed in with some New Kids on the Block. Don't judge.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Star Wars.
Nice. Nice. Everybody answered? Yeah, I think we did, didn't we?
So move on to the next segment, and it says YouTube questions. The first one's from DSP, and it says, question, do you know if there are any all-women guilds in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes?
Not that we're aware of.
Not yet.
We've talked about it.
Yeah, we've talked about it, but just everybody is in a great guild with a great group of friends. It's so hard to say, even for just a day, because I know that T was like, oh, we could just do it for like 24 hours.
No.
It would be hard. It would be hard to even do that for 24 hours, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Because there's so many things going on in game. Yeah, it would be awesome.
What if we do it and then we don't want to go back?
I know. That would be bad.
Probably.
We'd have a lot of sad people. But we'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, that's what we would say.
We would be pretty fun, though. We've even tossed around some names for like an all-girl guild. Like there's some really cool names we would think of. All right, keyboard, next question.
So this one's from It Poops Bomb and says, does Ouchie like me? I'm new to the guild and I have to know like a middle school kid.
Wow. Well, I'm going to have to say yes. He just joined our guild actually 2 weeks ago. can't remember. I'm terrible with time. But yeah, it's all good. It's lovely to have you in moms. I call them IPB. And we appreciate your efforts and contributions to the guild, and pleasure having you. And I hope your current ailment resolves itself quickly.
Is this ailment pooping bombs? Because that would be a pretty bad one. Just saying.
Yeah. You might wish that was the ailment, actually. I don't know.
Yeah. I have to pop in. The general just posted that she watched recorded VHS copies of the original trilogy. First one she saw was in theater was Phantom Menace when she was 8. I think that's awesome. And Goosey Lucy Caboosey never even saw Star Wars until the new series. Like she came to this game not really knowing a lot about Star Wars, and it's really cool to see her in the Angel stream. We have in the Angel server we have a reading. Ouchie, help me out. What's the name of the
book club?
Channel? Book club channel. Yes. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm getting like tired and brain dead. The book club channel. And, we just all give suggestions of Star Wars books that we really enjoy. I mean, any kind of books, really, but Star Wars specifically. And she, is picking up some there. So that's really cool to see, I think. See new exposure to Star Wars is always fun. Okay, keyboard. Yeah. Good.
So the time to move on to the next question.
Yes.
This one's from Sifward, and it says, "Why can't women ever choose a place to eat when you ask them?"
I don't know. I can always choose.
I was about to say, I have zero problem telling you where I have
zero problem. Yeah.
I think you're just talking about the wrong kind of, or not the wrong kind of girls, but not us. We don't.
Okay, no, wait a minute. There are some times where I don't know where I want to eat, but I know where I don't want to eat. So
I know. Yep.
I can tell you where I don't want to eat, but I can't tell you exactly which.
So you're one of those that says, "I don't know," and then they make a suggestion. You're like, "No, I don't want to eat there. I don't want to eat there. I don't want to eat there."
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well,
I know.
My husband has learned to phrase it as, "Where do you not want to eat tonight?"
Yeah, that's good that he learned.
I'll pretty much tell him, and then we'll pick from there.
That's funny. I have no problem when somebody says, "Where do you want to eat?" I usually have like 3 or 4 options already in my head. Crab legs, or crab legs.
And it depends on who's paying too, right?
True. Absolutely true. All right. Next question, keyboard.
I'm not that kind of woman that doesn't have an idea of a place to go where you ask me if I want to go somewhere where I want to get something to eat.
You will say yes.
Where's your favorite place to go eat, keyboard?
I don't know. I just like to try all different sort of places.
Oh, that's good though. I like it. People that have an adventurous palate that like to just try different foods, different types of foods.
Okay, so next question. And this one's from, I don't think I can pronounce any of the name apart from the last part, Rivieros. And it says, "Do you girl think that Grande is a big deal?"
Oh, of course. He is a big deal, actually. Yeah.
He's a big something.
Yeah. We said it at the beginning of the stream, but he was Charlie to our Angels. He did start the Angel server. And I don't know any Angel that would disagree with this. At some point or another, Grande Patron has supported, encouraged, or just promoted you if you are in that Angels server. Like, he is very supportive, very encouraging. He promotes streamers, he promotes content, he promotes, just women in general, as far as there and just us being powerful and connecting. So he is a big deal. I think so.
He's even going to be more of a big deal when he smells like 4 million GP.
Yeah, he's sniffing it.
Breaks that 4 mil GP. Yeah.
Love you, Grande.
So the next question, this one's from American. How do you say the last part of it?
Descent. I think that's
Men-
Dana's husband.
Oh,
Yeah. So American Descent has asked us, what type of beer is the best?
not American.
The Office. It's from The Office, where Jim impersonates Dwight, and he starts asking him questions.
What do you guys think? Honestly, though, that's a good question. What's your favorite beer? Just wondering.
I'm sorry, I dissed America there because you guys have lovely microbreweries now,
We're
but it's
talking about
kind of
bears.
disappointing because that's like one of the things that Canadians had over America. You guys have your country is so like wonderfully diverse, and you have tropical spots and Hawaii and Alaska, but we had the beer. We're like, ha, you guys have like 4% alcohol beer, ha ha, they don't even list it on the can. And you guys had come up to Canada and get strong beer and get drunk, and now we don't have that because you guys have lots of awesome microbreweries everywhere. So,
Oh yeah, huge. I mean, we have so many in our place. Like, there's microbreweries everywhere now.
Ranger says
Yeah.
in chat, 4 million GP by Calvin Klein. The scent every gamer wants to smell.
Except the question was about bears.
Bears. Yes.
Oh my
And the
gosh!
answer
are
was
you
false.
kidding?
Black bear.
I said
And
beers. Yeah, I was all about
Yeah.
beer.
I'm going to have to say murder bears.
Murder bears.
I see it now. What type of beer is best? Why didn't one of you correct me? You just let me ramble on about beer.
Either of
I
us.
tried.
You can't stop this train, lady.
We have better bears than you. Like way better bears than you. We got so many bears. Oh yeah. Our bears are way more potent than your bears.
We have like Kodiak and Grizzly up there, don't you?
Oh, don't ya? Was that a
That's the
Canadian
black
thing,
and
or
brown
you've been
bear.
hanging out with me too much?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have some grizzly bears. We have Commodity. Do you guys have Commodity bears? The white black bear, the white like genetic version of the
I
black
don't
bear.
know.
I don't think so.
It's cool. Yeah, it's like a recessive allele, and so two black bears can have a little like white baby.
And the one bear goes, "Who have you been sleeping with?
Exactly.
That's not my baby."
That's not my baby. Yeah, no. Male bears just eat babies. They don't stick around for much more.
And this
Props to our human
segment
males.
on
This is another
bear.
opportunity for us to say
Yeah.
thank you for not eating your children.
Well, we're getting kind of silly at this point. Let's get to these questions.
Yeah.
This is where the magic is happening.
Yeah.
I'd say a gummy bear's the best bear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Snap, girl. Snap. You got the right answer.
So next question is from Sith Lord, and it says, "What is your favourite colour?"
Can't believe he asked that. But that's typical Sith Lord.
Oh.
It's red, but you're still not getting the pics. I'm sorry. Just curious, what's your favorite colors, guys?
Mine's either purple or pink, but probably purple.
My favorite color is purple, and I like guns. I love the juxtaposition you have of being super girly and still being super just badass. I like it. I really like it.
Remember, so we knew Dana for a long time in Angel's Chat before you came onto the streams, right? And I remember the first time we heard your voice. Was it on an RSG Saturday night, or was it the Angel stream?
It might have been the Angel stream.
I think it was the Angel stream because we were like, whoa.
I know. I just remember being like, oh my God, I love her so much.
So dainty. She's so dainty.
Angelic voice.
Like the first picture we saw was of her. She showed a picture of a gun that she had, and she had it like it was a strap into her waist or something like that. But she had like these little yoga pants on, this like teeny tiny little waist. It was just so girly looking, and then you see this big gun strapped there. It was just so.
It's her jogging gun. You have two jogging guns. It's like her jogging gun and her jogging knife, right?
Yeah.
Right, Dana? Yeah.
Yeah, that's my everyday carry. That's where I wear it. Since I don't wear pants that need belts or anything, so I wear that belly band and have my knife in the front and put my gun in the back.
Giggle.
Okay, next question.
It says, at Tits McVenom, what is my name? And it's from
I don't know
Vindesel.
who that guy is. Like, I see him quite a bit, and I'm not really sure who that is. That's a joke, by the way. That's Vancelli. That's like our running joke. Like one time I get on the RSG stream, and I'm famous for like popping in at the last minute because I'm like rushing home and like getting on there. And I hear him talking, and this is the first time I'd met him. And I was like, "Who are you?" Just like that, really rude. I was just in a rush, and from that point forward, now it's just like, "Who is this guy?" I don't even know who this guy is, but it's Vancell. But I call him Vancelli. I don't know why. It's just in my mind, Vancelli. Okay. Hi, Vancelli. Next question.
Vigilante Sentinel, should I say to my Dooku?
No. Nope.
Depends on why. Why do you want to Zeta your Dooku?
Or
what?
Like
What is
GTR
Zeta?
backer.
What is his Zeta?
Misery and pain.
Never ending.
Endless roller skating around the screen. He just keeps going in circles.
No, it was like never ending counter Zeta. That would be cool because he seems like he's like countering. What is his Zeta, T-Money? Do you know what it is? You seem to memorize like everyone's Zetas, it seems like. She's gone, so it doesn't matter. I don't know, Vigilant. I mean, it depends on what you wanted to say to him, though, but I think the consensus would say no. There's probably other Zetas out there that are better. What's his next question, keyboard?
So,
Another one.
On the next question, it says, besides your arena and resistance team, what is a good faction to work on?
Oh, we had this question earlier, I think, or we had talked about the factions that were the best ones to work on, and you guys all suggested I should get my troopers up next because they're so multifunctional. What do you guys think?
Sisters.
Oh yeah, Night Sisters. That was the other one. Yeah. Well, I've already had the Night Sisters. That's why. Dana, what do you think?
What was the question? Sorry.
Everybody's zoning out. It's like close to 11 o'clock, and everybody's like, "Oh."
He's messaging about joining something.
Besides your arena and resistance teams, what is a good faction to work on?
Oh, okay. Well, I really like the troopers because they're versatile. And obviously, Night Sisters. I love them. As So probably those two. That would be my answer.
Yeah. T, are you back?
Yeah. I would say that, it depends on so many things, but right now, I think a very strategic thing to do is if you're on the road to Traya, you need to get ready to split that team for territory wars. So to have a full Emperor Palpatine team and a full Traya team or Maul team or whatever you're doing there, to be able to split those into two. And then for me, I also want to run a Thrawn lead Magma for offense. So that's 15 Empire and Sith tunes that I need. And I barely have that. So there's other places I want to use some of them. So it's, yeah.
So when you say split the teams, so you're talking about using an Empire team and then a Traya team, but using still Sith?
Like having, so instead, like
Sith teams?
Basically everybody has Emperor Palpatine on defense right now. They're one of the best defensive teams. When you get Traya, then you have like two awesome leads, Traya lead and Palpatine lead. So basically having, 5 Sith for Traya and then 5 Sith / Empire for Palpatine to go along with him. And really, lots of people are short on tanks because sure you need out with your Magma team. You can't really put him on. I can't put him on defense. I don't want to put him on defense. Having a pre-taunter is so great for offense. So I don't want to give him up. So I'm having to look at what tunes I want to farm to make I can make the teams right now, but it's, I want to make a good one. So what are those good teams that you want to be on territory wars, defense or offense or whatever you want to do with them, but you can split them now. So what do you want to do?
Okay. Next question.
It says Joshua Fleck, what zeta for Voltron should I do first?
The blue line.
That's Ranger keyboard.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I always forget.
Zeta for Voltron. I think we should do the leg because the legs kick. Good call. I wish I could.
Yeah, you gotta do Blue Lion.
I do
That's good.
Lion. Oh, that's a good call there. I can't do it like he does. He's just a really good Harry Carey. Keyboard.
So next question is Beimatsu. Oh wait, am I answering the last question or am I answering the one that I was about to read out?
What's that?
I think we're on Force Master's question.
Yeah, Force Masters. Right under Josh. Under Rangers.
It doesn't say it there. I can only see Beimatsu's one.
Force Master says, what's the Angel server like? I hear there's a sofa and a hair dryer in there.
Oh, are we going to do that? Have we decided whether we're going to do the thing?
Oh, right. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's announce it.
Let's do it.
Go ahead, T.
Okay, well, so as part of the charity stream, which is June the 24th, not this Sunday, but the next, we were brainstorming what could we do to, contribute and donate to the fundraising. And so we decided we're going to have where the Angels are going to host a party in a Discord server. We're not going to come into our Angels Discord server because we'd have to we're very clean in there. We're not naughty at all or mean or anything like that. It's just a lot of game talk. But we're gonna have an Angels party, and donations over a certain amount will get you into that party. I think maybe let's think about the donations a little more. We're not completely sure where to land on that number. We want to make it accessible to everybody. So what will we do there? We will have different channels do party
It's
games.
like they're asking us to have like a pillow fight or something. It's just
We will
it's a Discord
absolutely
channel.
have. You know what? If you guys are okay with us all sitting remotely at home and smacking ourselves in the face with a pillow, yes, we will absolutely have a pillow fight.
Yeah, like you donate to this charity, I'll smack myself in the face with a pillow and video it for you if that's what you want. We'll all do that, and then we'll play them simultaneously, so it looks like we're in a room hitting each other with pillows. But it's cool. It'll just be like, you'll just have access to a Discord with just the angels in it. Like, so it's kind of cool. You'll kind of get a vibe and feeling of what it's like in the angel server, which is pretty much just a bunch of chicks talking about what we talk about. I mean, like, so it'll be fun. We may do some different things. We may play some apples to apples or like Cards Against Humanity together in the game, in the room. We play some games. We might have some but Discord calls, VCs. So that would be fun, I think.
We could staff some some channels, like do, whatever, roster reviews or anything like that. Anything.
Oh, there's so much we could really do.
So much we could do. If you have suggestions for that, we'd obviously like to have them because it's not completely solidified, but yeah.
And we have my guns channel in there.
Oh, did we make one already?
You made it for me right away. I posted
that one.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, my husband was listening earlier and he heard me announce the thing about the hair dye. And he texted me and he was like, I thought you weren't sure. I was like, no, I never said that. You're the one that said that you didn't. He's like, I thought you were going to auction off like bikini pics or something. I was like, really? That's better than dyeing my hair.
Your husband's got to be like the chillest, laid back dude ever. I thought you were going to just throw around your bikini pics. That's so funny. All right. Next question. Oh, did we talk that? Yeah, I think we went over that.
One thing we do have in the Angels server, which people are kind of like a little bit like ooh about, is we have a channel that I think Crazy Excuses started that's called No Bueno. And No Bueno. And that's where we, it's just like on any Discord server, when someone's like, this guy came in and then like spammed us with a bot or what, it's those sorts of people. But also like, there's a couple that are like, wow, this is what this dude did. And it was like super out of ropes. And so we just kind of like be on the lookout for them sort of thing. Like there's not a lot, thank God, but there's, that is in there for sure. And the memes channel and what else? Dana's GP. What do you call it, Dana?
Oh, the milestone pups.
The milestone pups.
That's my favorite channel.
Oh, I had so much fun making them, and I post them for the people in my life. Well, the ones that tell me about their milestones. I obviously always post them, and then sometimes I have guild leaders contact me and let me know this person reached this, this GP or whatever. And so, I've said it in Nerf herders and RSG servers. Anytime anyone hits a milestone, let me know so I can post them because I just love sharing them. Oh.
What's that? Who is that? Oh, that's Undated, I think. Again, that's ending. I'm wondering if she's gonna start snoring soon. Actually, you think it might happen? Okay, we've got to hurry up because Finn might be fading out pretty quick.
Yeah. We got. Can you see Andrew Kopta's keyboard?
No, I can't.
It says, question, what quests are you doing, if any? I'm doing no quests.
I'm doing none either. I just can't. Ugh.
Yeah, I didn't see the point, so I'm not doing any either.
Mm-mm.
I'm
Is
going to try
anyone
and
here
get them
doing?
all.
Are you trying to get them all, keyboard?
Yeah. I don't think
you
that
got?
that's a reasonable goal, but I'll just try to do it.
Nice. Yeah, I can't imagine actually having to go through and do the battles. I feel like I have so much already going on between the guild and alliance stuff, and then messages and the Discord stuff and everything else. I can't imagine going through and not just that. I don't even remember to do it. Going through and actually doing the battles instead of just simming them.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just so much. They're a little bit overwhelming to me right now when I got so much going on, so many other things to do. So I'll probably eventually get to them. I like the fact that keyboard's just like, yeah, I'm gonna do them. She's like, I don't
Done.
care.
All of them.
She has her own drum and she goes by that beat. Like
You
she
really
doesn't
do,
even
keyboard.
bother. And I love that about her. She's like, I don't care. I'm going with Qui-Gon Jinn on my arena. I don't care. Let's do it. All right. Anybody else?
Oops.
I'm not doing them, no. But I've been running an alt to help generate tickets for my guild. And it's only level 60. Sorry. I've got a Furby right next to me. And it's a lot better when you're a lower level to go through and do some of those quests. I think it's great for like newer players, but for old veteran people like me, I'm not going to spend any time on them.
Yeah, it does feel like a step back. Same with those training modes. I'm just like on Jedi Academy, they're like, do you think that the resistance training mode is, doesn't, teach you the proper technique? I'm like, what resistance training mode? I'm still on like Rebels. like what?
That last Rebels one is tricky because I've got that one up on my alt, and it's with event tunes, right? So it's like everybody should be at the same level.
Yeah, you've got to go for stun on that one.
Yeah, it's just a pain.
Can't you isn't there a thing where you die and it gets easy or something?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Thought I heard somebody say that.
Like, mm-mm.
No, and there's no auto for it. You have to actually
No.
All right, next question.
Now it's Masu's.
Yeah, it says, can tits open the front door for me?
It's been waiting a while.
What? What? Masu. Now, you've never ever been the creepy guy. Don't do it by showing up at my house. Please. I don't know what he means by that. Can you open the front door? You mean to like Angel Stream? I mean,
He won.
No, I think he's outside your house. Yeah.
Oh, he did that. Oh my gosh. It's like, no, B.
I'm just checking in with myself. I'd probably be okay with Masu showing up at my house.
I was about to say he's actually so chill and laid back and cool, like just not creepy at all. It would be like, yeah, come make some tacos, man. let's watch some Breaking Bad and eat some tacos. That's my current show right now. I'm on. So, if you were wondering,
Yeah. I just watched that again. My husband and I watched it recently. The first time I watched it, I remember thinking, like, I could not stand Walter White. I couldn't stand him.
Can't stand him right now at all.
But the second time I watched, I was like, oh, I feel kind of bad for him.
Oh,
My view of him totally changed, and I don't know what about what about it changed in my head or whatever. But yeah, I couldn't stand him. I was like, yeah.
He's awful. He really is awful right now for me. I'm like in the second or third season, and I can't stand him. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Walter White is by far like the best, like one of the best characters like that was ever written for television. I mean, you have a guy who is a good guy, and he goes slowly into an evil villain. Like that has never
he is
been
a
on
villain.
TV before. No, that's never been done before. We've never had anyone on television go from a hero to villain. It's usually reverse, where a villain, what's it called? Like, changes his ways and
Redeems himself.
Redeems himself, and yeah, or like through sheer like accident becomes evil or something. He legitimately, purposely chooses this path for very initially for benevolent reasons, but then they become extremely selfish. You have to watch this series and see how low he goes. Every action he takes, how horrible he becomes. By the end of by the last season, like maybe second to the third episode.
Don't give away.
Don't tell us why. Don't tell us. Don't tell us anything.
No. I'm just telling you that you're not gonna recognize this character. He's gonna be completely different from who he is right now.
I hope so, because I can't stand him.
I'm not giving away anything, but I'm just saying that just watch his path. Don't judge him right now. It gets worse. That's all I have to say.
Okay, we got it. He's awful.
You think he's done bad things in the third season? Just wait.
Do you guys want the next question?
Yes, please.
Yep.
What is each angel farming from Smoke 311?
I'm not farming vets anymore, so that's awesome.
Yay.
I literally did a little dance whenever I unlocked them today. It was like before noon, I think it was, and I just kind of danced around at the office. I was in my scrubs. So I'm not farming them anymore. I probably will finish up my my Night Sisters, Talzin and Zombie. Yeah.
Yep.
Who else am I farming? Zion. Really want to get him. And I really don't even know. Like, I guess I'm going to go with you guys in the suggestion to really work on my troopers.
Woo! I'm cheering here.
Thank
Good
you.
choices.
I
Good choice.
appreciate it. All right. What about you guys? What are you farming?
I am farming currently Scion,
Woo!
Zombie, and Wicket.
Oh,
That did not sound like a cheer on Dane.
I'm sorry.
I got
the
booed
giggles.
for
She's
Wicket.
tired and got the giggles.
I'm not tired. Why just? You know what? I was waiting for my opportunity to talk. Okay.
Aw.
I was not sleeping, and Finn kicked me out. Thanks, Finn.
Finn kicked you.
I gave him the guilt trip. I was like, thanks.
Well, Andane, what are you farming then?
I'm farming Crew, Mother Talzin, and Zombie and Scion. And they're all like 50 of 100. Except for Scion. Scion is like 29 of 30. His drop rate is horrible. Horrible. I've gotten more shuttle shards than I get Scion shards. I'm about to unlock shuttle.
I'm actually farming mods too, which has kind of started to pay off a little bit.
Yeah, I can't farm mods.
It's not fun, but it's worth it.
Yeah. I believe.
T-Money, what are you farming?
Ooh, I'm farming a lot right now. I just finished bringing Sunfac and Soldier to Gear 12. So I have 3 really weird tunes at Gear 12 right now, Magma, Soldier, and Sunfac. And it's been a long time since I brought anyone to Gear 12. I just didn't feel like anyone really needed that. And so it's obviously for ships and for a Treya takedown team. And so I'm looking at Spy, and I'm looking at Admiral Akbar because he is delicious with that assist heavy team. So every time Soldier has an assist on a special, Spy's an assist on a special, and once you get, I think it's Soldier's one of Soldier's unique up, they all have a chance to assist, and then Akbar's ship gives protection bonuses every time somebody assists, and then Akbar has a whole bunch of assists on his ship too. So they go from squishy and slow to lots of assists, and with the protection bonus makes them hard to kill. So yeah, look at a bloody Akbar and Spy. And Poe's ship is so good. I have him waiting for gear 12 there. He's just so good. And then, I'm farming a lot. Krennic for my Magma Trooper team. Scion, of course. Holdo, getting her to to 7 stars. And then L3 may take precedence over all of them. I think that she is pretty cool. And yes, Golden Race has some weird concoctions that I don't want to miss out on. So
he's got some weird concoctions.
And it makes him like, really?
I just thought that was funny when you said it.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
If you had to pick paper or ebook from Goosey Lucy Caboosey.
Oh.
Paper.
Paper.
I'd pick paper also.
Paper.
I picked paper over ebook, but I am really loving my Audibles right now. Like super, the Thrawn trilogy on Audible was so good. I mean, just so good. The sound effects, the reading, it was just really good. So I would say Audible because I just like to be able to wash my dishes or do things or take a walk and listen to a book on tape. It's really fun. But I do agree paper over ebook.
I'm with you, Tits. I've got ADD. It's rare that I sit down with a book, but an audiobook. I love an audiobook.
Well,
listen to like Phasma and Thrawn and Leia books and so much.
Oh, so they don't have Survivor's Quest on Audible, which is surprising to me. So I'm reading that in a book form from my library, and it's so funny. This book is so old. I can open it up and it still smells. It's got that really old book smell, like it smells like the 80s to me, just 80s. So I'm pretty excited. I'm reading that 80s. One. It smells like the 80s, yeah. White rain and glitter, scrunchies. I don't know. It smells like something. It's good.
Well, that was the last question.
Oh. All right. T, do you want to pimp your page, pimp your stuff? Everybody can pimp your stuff, and then we'll close out.
Sure. Yeah.
Finn, are you still here? It's exhausting.
Yes, he's still here.
Oh, thank you for staying up, Finn.
Yeah, thanks, Finn. I think just one more time. I think maybe this is a call out to those listening right now to the RSG charity stream link is up and active in like on the main homepage. So go and take that and stick it in your guild's server. And I think that on maybe Saturday evening or Sunday morning when it happens, it's worth an alt. It's worth an at everyone, right? So I think, if the 60 people in chat here are from 50 guilds, then that's 2,500 people that'll get out to if you add everybody. So I think, or 10 times that if you're on a server with a bunch of other people. So I do think that's worth an at everyone. Finn, I don't think that the PayPal is down in the description below, but it is in the charity stream, YouTube link there, so you can. So yeah, it's in the description of the YouTube video for the charity stream. So go in there and donate, and maybe make a note as to your handle so that whoever is processing those can know if we do like over. I think is it going to be $20, guys? $20 donation.
It's around $20.
Yeah,
$20 are over.
Yeah, to come and have an Angels party, and we'll make it good. And then And my stuff is a couple of things. League of Extraordinary Nerf Herders. It is an 18 and over silly stream that occasionally has very, very cool game content. And that's on Thursday nights at 10:30. Look up League of Extraordinary Nerf Herders on YouTube. And we have a wild and crazy Discord server, don't we, Dana?
Oh yeah.
It is a lot of fun. Yeah.
Oh, Warghoul 128 just donated 5 Canadian.
Warghoul.
5 Canadian. Thank you so
Where are
much.
you from again, Warghoul? I think you've told me before. I can't remember. And then Operation Metaverse, which is has a very high quality far in between videos on it. We have our Night Sister instructional video for P4 now has, I think, around 65,000 views. So super cool. And then the Magma Trooper video has, I think it's closing in on 7,000. So very proud of that. I have a couple in the works right now. Go and subscribe to that. If you want all the secrets that we have to offer.
Secrets.
I'm going to go to sleep now. Thanks for having me on the stream, and good night, everyone.
Good night, Keyboard. Thank you so
everyone.
much for coming. Well, thank you for being on the stream and helping us out with the questions and stuff.
Thank
And
you
the
for staying
Scottish.
up so. And thank you for staying up so late. Holy
Yeah.
cow!
It's really late for you.
Probably sunrise already over there.
Yeah, it looks like it's like a broad morning sort of.
Oh my goodness!
I hate
It's
that.
like 4:30 in the morning. I need to get sleep.
Oh my god! Thank you so much for staying up.
Thank you. We love you, Keyboard. Sleep
Keyboard.
well.
Yes, we do.
Love you too.
If
Bye.
you guys haven't checked out Keyboard, she also has some, she does some YouTube videos occasionally with some pixel art, I believe it is. Am I right with that? It's called pixel art, guys?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll put a link somewhere in the RSG Discord for it, just so that you guys can hit her up. Ouchie also does some YouTube videos, which are
No,
fun to
not
watch.
really.
Yes, they are. They're fun. I really enjoy
They usually have
watching
no
yours.
sound, and
They usually don't, but they're fun to watch.
every once in a while they might, and it's just me grumbling about something.
Yeah. You should hit her up. It's really funny to watch. Does anybody else besides T Money and Ouchie have anything that they stream or do on the side?
No, but can I make an announcement real quick?
Sure, yeah.
I just wanted to say that last night, my guild, Empire Vanguard, we hit 140 million GP.
Oh, that's
Yay!
awesome. That is
Right in time
awesome.
for Territory War. Yeah.
Congrats on that.
Thanks.
That's pretty cool.
Our guild just recently hit 135 million GP, and we just did our first heroic Sith raid by ourselves. So now we're doing our second one. So we have officially gone fully heroic, and we have everything. We have Treya on farm. So we're actually doing our second, and we're already at the end of our P2, and the raid hasn't even been on for the full day. We are rocking it.
No.
What's
that's
the
awesome.
GP again?
135 million.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all thanks to my awesome guildmates and Cobra for especially because he's our recruiter extraordinaire, and he's studied the raid like crazy. So he's been running the HSR. So I couldn't have done this without him. None of us could have done it without him. So he is. But you all know I was going to mention Cobra at some point.
Well, he seems like just a great officer. I mean, like, so.
He is. He is.
You gotta appreciate those because they help the world go round as far as guilds. So.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? I don't know what I would be. I wouldn't even be a guild leader probably if it wasn't for it's so much work to do everything by yourself, and you can't. You need to rely on those officers.
Yeah.
So, gotta praise them every chance you get because it's work. It's a lot of work. So
Well, congrats to both you guys for getting your GPs and getting Sith on farm. That's awesome.
I forgot to say I just got a text from someone. The charity stream is for the National Foundation for Suicide Prevention, which is a U.S. organization.
Yes. And Bimasu just donated $4. USA, and spam.
What?
He's so silly. He's just funny. Such a good guy.
He's obsessed with spam.
I'm telling you, I feel his spam love. My gran used to make spam. She'd fry spam in the morning with eggs. It was so good.
That sounds so
good.
gross, though.
Oh, so good. Fried spam is delicious. Anywho,
yeah.
Anywho, anybody else need to pimp their stuff out? Are we good? Anybody else wants to make any announcements or pimp out? We're going to close it up because poor Finn is going to fall out on me.
Outer Rim Job is the most awesome guild in the world.
Outer Rim Job has the best name ever.
The best name ever. Yes.
They do have the best name ever. Frozen and Carbonite. I have to say I'm pretty proud of this guild. Really happy here. Loving it. So we want to thank you guys for joining us. T-Money, co-host T-Money, Lady Undane. We all pretty much hosted together. So Lady Undane, Keyboard, The Planet Eater. Guys, I am so Rain Day. There we go. Dana Descent. Ouchie Dumpling. Am I missing anyone? I know I am. I feel like I am. That's it. Right?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
We had some ladies help organize Daisy and Lady Panda and
we have to give a shout out to Panda.
Yeah. We had a bunch
Panda lovers
in the stream organized with just ideas for this, what we could talk about and things. So there was a big collaboration there. So we want to thank all the angels. Finn for helping us, Grande for helping us. He spent like a good hour and a half trying to set this up with us and set up all the thumbnails and the art and stuff for us. So we appreciate RSG for doing that. RSG has several streams, of course, that we do Wednesday night, 8 EST. We have Jedi Academy at 10 a.m. on Saturdays. We also have the mature stream. Yeah. Oh, gosh, tomorrow.
I will be on tomorrow. I forgot about the Jedi Academy and RSG Mature. Mm-hmm.
T-Money does the RSG Academy at 10 a.m. on Saturdays, and then the Mature channel. It's pretty much her. She's the queen of that on Saturday nights. That starts at 10, right? Yeah, 10 on Saturday nights. So we'll try to set up another angel stream. We're going to probably try to do this every month or a couple months, depending on schedules. We have so much going on, but we have the charity stream on the 24th. So make sure to check in for that. We'll be posting links for it. Check out our Twitter there's a link in the description. I'm not even going to try to spell it out for you. If you haven't joined our Discord, please join our Discord. There's lots of information there. There's lots of fun chatting. We have Discord VC parties sometimes, so just hit us up there and make sure you've joined. And we just want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us. Real quick. Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to thank Grim for helping me today. He did all the images for me and made the intro and the pictures at the end and everything. So he was a huge help. So I wanted to thank him because he spent his afternoon helping me.
Mm-hmm. Grim is such a cornerstone to our community.
Yeah, he is really. He's an RSG crew. He's a good guy. Anybody else want to give any shout outs and then we'll close it out? Nope, we're good.
I think that's it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us on this angel stream, and we will see you next time.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thanks, guys.